Hello everybody, this is Joseph at the Lost Soul. How are you all doing today? We're going to do something a little different today. We're going to do some Warhammer models today, painting them and stuff like that. So hopefully you will enjoy this stream. This is something a little different to what I usually do. But anyways, feel free to check out all my other social medias on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course, hold on. Sorry guys, just give me a second. Just need to, there we go. Just needed to make sure that post went through. And we are good on that one, on that front. Okay, now we just need to go through other things. But I hope you're all doing well today. Like I say, today we are doing some Warhammer models. So we'll be doing the Space Marine ATVs, as you can see. This is what we're going to be doing today. So I thought it'd be something a little different. But obviously I haven't been around for, obviously, like I said, my first stream was on Friday evening. This will be my first proper Monday stream. But anyways, while you're waiting, just check out all my social medias, check out everything I do. I do mostly Vamp the Lost Soul stuff, but I thought today we might do a little bit different and maybe just show off my hobby inside a little bit. So I thought that would be a cool thing to do. So let's see, let's just get myself, just let everybody know I am live and kicking. But yeah, but overall, I hope you guys are all doing very well today. And I'm very excited to do this. So this will be the first time I've had this set up. So whether it is going to work or not, I do not know. But we'll see. Because obviously I'll be painting here. And obviously I'll be like trying to keep my eye out the corner. I might have to set up my phone just so I can read the messages as they come through. We're going to put myself on live mic in a minute. So just give me a second. Yeah, and also... my wife's just not feeling too well today, so if you are watching, please wish her get well soon and stuff like that. She needs all the hugs and that. So let's see. Just go do 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 do. But anyways, guys, what have you been up to today? And the question of the day, if you noticed on my live stream notification, what is your favourite Warhammer 40k army? And if you play Space Marines, what's your favourite chapter or sub-faction of your army? So, yeah, so I would like to talk to you about that. And, you know, do you do original colour schemes or do you do, like, one of the colour schemes, obviously, that's already done? Hopefully, we'll be able to show some Necrons today. I'm really excited, like I said, about this. I'm a bit nervous, obviously, because this is my first time doing a hobbying thing. And I haven't actually used a secondary webcam for the art since... Jesus, my Facebook days when I literally had a webcam facing down for me drawing. So it is a bit of a new one for me. So let's see. There we go. And we are really, very nearly ready to go. There we go. And there we go. Awesome. I think we are ready to go. So all I have to do is just jump on the stream live chat mic. Oh no, that's the wrong one. General. The general want to go? Or live draw? We'll jump on the live draw. Hello, Susan Carr. How are you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. How's everything so far? And welcome to the stream. We are going to switch over to my sort of new handycam stuff. There we go. So as you can see, this is my hobby and stuff ready to go. I'm just gonna actually just let me get my stream chat up on my mobile. I'm gonna turn that to mute, and we just want the chat up. So hold on. There we go. Just to chat, please. There we go. So now I can keep an eye on the chat while I am painting models today. So yeah, this is going to be, like I say, exciting, very new territory stuff. But what have you been up to, by the way? I hope you're doing well so far. And by the way, that's my wife in the background. Do you want to say hello, Rach? She's not feeling well today, by the way, guys. So give her lots of hugs. So today we're going to be finishing off this. This is my custom chapter of Space Marines called the Golden Marines. Actually, I should have got one of my cases out, but... I'll show you one of my finished pieces that I do have out of my army. This is like my Dreadnought. I named him Mjolnir after obviously the Viking legendary weapon. But yeah, with a nice little plasma cannon. recently, obviously because I subscribed to a magazine, I'm getting like free models left, right, and center. So we got a bunch of Necrons, and Rachel has asked me to do purple and green Necrons, which we will name the Anubis Dynasty. I'll let's get closer. But yeah, there you go. So that's all my paint job, what I've done with them. So we'll put him in the background so you guys can see like the stuff I've done so far. But yes, but anyways, guys, let me know what you've been up to. Do you collect Warhammer? What army do you collect? Right, let's actually open the lid. Because I've got what I call a wet palette, which helps me thin my paints without actually getting paint thinner and spending like £1,000 on paint thinners left, right, and centre. So as you can see, this is actually super wet still, which is good. So we need to finish off, obviously, like where the white is here, instead of not the face, because that's actually part of the colour scheme. But we're going to get some brass colour. And we're going to shake some paints. Went out with friends. Going back. Oh, cool. Where did you go? I hope you had a nice time. You see me like shaking these paints and it probably looks really wrong. But you have to shake these paints just to sort of get the mixture right. So like that, pop the bubble. I've got like an air bubble on my paint. Oh dear. This stream is going to a great start. But if you're wondering what that big lump is, it's actually my blue tack. So if I need more blue tack for the models and that, I could stick them on this paint handle here. And then I could like twizzle it around like this. Whoop whoop. So let's pop the bubble. Let's start painting. So I think I forgot to replace the water, but I think it's fine anyways. It's just painting water. It'd be fine. So there we go. So I know the setup is a little bit different than your usual setup from me, but I thought, you know, let's do something a little different. Oh, by the way, Nim, if you are watching, by the way, you can jump on the mic at any time. But yeah, there we go. And then we just sort of, well, if we just, because you don't want to lay it on thick, because otherwise it just doesn't look good. And what will happen is if you lay it on too thickly, the paint will get into the crevices and it won't show the details as much. Oh, Chinese restaurant. What did you have? My wife loves Chinese, don't you? she's like, yeah, Chinese. The one downstairs. Oh, she loves the one downstairs, but they give you like a lot, don't they? Literally, all she had was literally what, like.
I had the sweet and sour, the white, and the ball.
Yeah, she had so many chili chicken. She had. She had chili chicken. She had Chinese as well.
Go.
Yeah, but I misunderstood you. He's like, yeah, she's had chili chicken. Well, Rachel had sweet and sour with chicken balls, and they gave her like shit ton of chicken balls, didn't they? You couldn't finish it, bless you. She wanted to, but her eyes got a bit bigger than her tummy, didn't it? Yeah, it did. If you can't hear her, by the way, it's because the mic has only got so much distance. So she might hear her every now and again, but... If you heard that was a very weak bottom. Butts, Rachel. Would you like butts? Butts. Look at her butt. Oh, what's that from? Sing, wasn't it? With the three rabbits. Yeah. They kind of dance with their butts like they're bouncing their booties. Booty bunnies. But yeah, there you go. This is actually quite nice. There we go. But then obviously, as you can see, like there's some bits I'm missing, so you've got to kind of get in the nooks and crannies. There's some areas also the paint's a little too thin, which we don't want. So we'll probably have to do a second coat of this just to get it a bit more standing out a bit more. But yeah, chili chicken, nice. Where are you from? You're from the US again, aren't you? It's like I don't know what Chinese is like over there, because I know like depending where you live, like depends where like what you get. I know that much. I know that much with my geography, because I know like was it someone can't have chicken tikka masala with one engine? It's like how can you not have chicken tikka masala? It is like the munchiest thing ever. nutcases. Right, so we want to get this bottom bit here bronzed up. Okay, I know it doesn't look very, they look very similar. Hold on, if I just turn this around towards you, just so you can see what I'm doing. Because like I say, this is my first time like modelling paint, so if you can't see what I'm painting, guys, just go, oi, vamp, nah. You kind of like it. Oh, nice. What, the painting or oh, I think I just realised I smashed some bronze where they weren't belong. See, this is the problem with model painting. You got to be so goddamn precise. The rest of it's fine. Hold on. Just what the model paint I'm doing. This won't be like a permanent thing. It's just every now and again. And plus, because I haven't been around for a long time, I thought it might be treat. Indian chili chicken is the best. Oh, Jed. I haven't had Indian chili, but I've had tikka masala. Oh, I do love a good Indian. I have to admit, I do like to grab like a nice, not chili con carne, sorry, chili con carne is American. I like to get a good tikka masala. I have to admit, my wife's a good cook. She cooked me some tikka masala, but off by scratch. Munch, mate. Pause. Don't need to be modest, Rachel. You're a good cook. Good, yeah, true. There was like burnt onion you said, didn't you? Did you just tell me to pee off?
Oh, I said you.
Oh, it pissed you off. Fair enough. Oh god. See, this is what usually communication's important, people. And then obviously, oh. Right, I keep getting it away from the camera. I apologise, people. Sorry. Just sometimes if I see like a little detail that's problematic, I have to like get like right in close with my eyes. So I'm trying to see it. So. But yeah, I do love a good masala though. I have to admit. Rachel knows that. Sometimes we go, what do we want to eat out tonight? Like, oh, craving. Yeah, an argument ensues. Probably I lose normally, but there we go. Yep. Yeah, you pretend you're the big dog of the house, Rachel. I like it. I don't pretend. I bloody well am. Anyways, by the way, guys, I haven't seen you since I moved in. How are you all? Anyone who's new and watching, I know this looks really wrong with my arm shaking, but I'm only mixing the paint in the pot. Oh dear. But yeah, there we go. You know what? I forgot to make myself a cup of tea before stream. I know. I've had a tea,
Yeah.
but like I wanted to get a tea ready for stream. But there we go. That's just what I get for being a herpaderp. Herpy. But sorry. I know, but I want actually a proper tea now. Yeah, I had a hippie one. I had a nice hippie fruit tea. If you're wondering what I'm actually doing, guys, with the edges, this is what you actually call edge highlighting. So what it does, instead of just making the model look plain, like it kind of just gives it a bit of life. You get what I mean? At the moment, I'm still trying to master edge highlighting, but get a little bit of tissue, just wipe that a little bit. But as you can see here, and it's not like, and the technique I'm using is not like dry brush or anything. It's just literally being very careful and using the end of the brush to literally paint the model. I'm sorry, I've got to get closer to the camera. I keep forgetting to get close to the camera. Because like I say, because this is like my first time sort of doing the hobby in front of all of you. So there's still a few things I need to... Luckily, I haven't glued all this together yet as well, so I could take this off as well and like just sort out certain things. Yeah, there we go. So there you go. Is that a lot better, by the way, guys, while I'm doing like this, so you can actually see every little detail, nook and cranny I'm painting on. There we go. You can go do all you like to me, PC, but guess what? I'm not using the tablet today, so screw you. Yeah, I'm arguing my tablet. I'm sad, I know. So, yeah. So this actually, I have to admit, this sort of thing does take a lot of time, but this is something I like to do in my spare time. sort of like, you know, paint up the models, make them look good, stuff like that. And I hope, guys, you enjoy it today as well. I thought, you know, sharing a bit what I do for a hobby, other than just, you know, do VTLS. I do have a life outside of it. I know, it's weird. Got horror. But yeah, but I just thought, you know, I'll show you guys, you know. I thought, you know, doing something like this, showing you guys my fun side, my hobby inside. But yeah, there we go. And then I hope, like I say, to be honest, part of me does really hope you enjoy this today. And if you do, and you want more of this, then, well, I'll try and find a way to make it a little bit more often in the future. So, you know, you guys get to sort of watch me do this as well. See, edge highlighting when you're doing these things is bloody hard. I'll try and tilt it towards you guys so you can actually see what I'm actually doing while I'm doing it. To be honest, I'm not actually... I need to start thinning my paints properly in front of you guys, so you can actually see what I'm actually doing. It was actually thinned, but... So, but yeah. But like you see, if you look on this side already, it's already brought out quite a few details. So it sort of like springs the model a little bit to life. It just gives that little bit of pop. When you got like otherwise dull. Like the underneath I'm not going to really bother with. Because to be honest, it's just that. There's no actual detail. So, you know, so I thought, you know what, so we'll leave that bit because obviously there's nothing really important under there, just apart from like model mold lines. To be honest, I'm really surprised with the level of detail in the Games Workshop have put their models on recently. They haven't actually, you know, haven't actually thought of doing that, you know, which is really, really weird. But there you go. Hey, Rachel, what's your favourite about an Indian meal? What's your favourite part of an Indian meal? Food? No, like korma or... The name of it. You don't know the name of it, but it's yummy. I love you. I love that. I love it, but I don't know the name. I don't know the name, Jim, but not as we know. Sagaloo. Did you just look that up on Just Eat? Did you now? No. Oh dear. There we go. And then we get like the brush and just sort of like get that corner in. And then just like, there we go. And by the way, hopefully Nim might be dropping by later because we need to do her leveling up before the next D&D stream. So I thought also today might be a good day for me to sort of help her walk through. Sadly, we're not going to get like a visual prompt today, but it's just more of while we paint the models, you know, so sort of like walk her through leveling up. So she knows how to level up in future. Huh? Level up! Rachel's doing sound effect music for me today, apparently.
Yeah.
You're like, pew pew, Rachel. Pew pew, motherfucker. I would love to see that in a film. It's like, pew pew, motherfucker. That'd be well funny. And then just like, there we go. They just sort of edge highlight. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I'm happy with the look of that at the moment. Just sort of. Oh. Right. That's it. Better. That was really, yeah. See, the problem is when you do the tip of it, you need to get the tip pointed, just so you can actually. Sorry, there you go. So you guys see it. Because I keep forgetting to do that. I think people need to start telling me off when I take the model away from the camera. Like I say, this is my first time setting up this, so hopefully this will be a learning experience, and then I can learn from it and do better. Oh, crud. You just not on the camera.
This is much more interesting. Look at that.
Is that your cough medicine, Rachel?
Yes.
Rachel's showing off the cough medicine. Hope you like Rachel's cough medicine, people. AKA Brady's in a shoe. Come on, Greg. Sorry, I'm quoting bloody what's it called? Mighty Boosh. That was it. I'm quoting Mighty Boosh at you people. Accept it. Right, we're gonna have to give this a kind of shake. Again, people, I apologise if it looks wrong to you. There we go. And then that leaked out like no tomorrow. If anyone saw that, it just went. But luckily, it went in the right places. That sounded wrong, Rick. Yeah, I know. In the right places. So if we just get this a little bit. There we go. So as you can see, like if you compare to that side to the other side, it looks a lot better already. Because as you can see, the edge highlights, like I said, it's kind of bringing out. Now for the metal bits, I kind of actually leave it as they are, unless it's like a coloured metal. So if you look at, hold on, if we get my Necron back out, but I think we're going to use a bigger model so you guys can see. We'll stick him on the stand a little bit. So if you see this guy, for example, like, hold on, if we get him closer to the camera and get the camera to focus on him. No, you're not going to focus, camera? You're going to be naughty? We'll do it from a distance, but as you can see, like, there's the metallic purple, and then I do a very thin coat of a matted colour. You do the edge highlight, so the model can stand up a little bit more. Or stand out, should be the wording. James, learn English. Oh, and I bounced one of my Space Marines off. Now, if you're wondering about what these two are about, I'll show you right here. So this is what I do the undercoat first. So when the model first comes, like when you put it together and glue it together, it will look like this. So it looks very grey. And yes, this is my Titan, by the way. His name is Timmy. Say hello to Timmy. Yeah, and then what I do is when I spray it, you can see like I do completely black first, and then I angle the white spray from an angle. Let's move the wheel up from an angle and then spray it. So it looks like it's got a light effect. So when I thin my paint and paint it on, I need to get a prime example of what it looks like when it's actually done. I think this one's not purely black, is it? No, so if you look at the back here, it's a lot darker. And then the front, it's a lot more lighter. So it looks like there's a light effect on him already. Even though you could shine a light on him if you just did it plainly with a black undercoat. But I do like a double undercoat. So I do like one main undercoat, then a white undercoat, light direction on top. So you can get like, when you thin your paints out, this is why it's important to thin your paints out, you can bring out all these sort of really cool little details by doing like a sort of light angle on it. So there you go, guys. That's how I do it. You don't have to do it my way. It's just that is my way of sort of painting the model. So there we go. So we've now done this side. We're just gonna do. Hold on. We're gonna have to do the back here, but as you can see, there's a visible bit here, and then just sort of. There we go. The camera's not focusing on it too well, is it? Let's see if we can fiddle with the cam settings so you can actually see what I'm doing. Let's have a go. Webcam, or was it art? Art, there we go. And then configure video. Then we'll get the focus. And then that is a bit too blurred. There we go. Right. So now you should be able to see what I'm doing a bit more properly. Save. There we go. But there we go. Sorry, I just needed to fiddle with the camera settings a bit so you can actually see what I'm doing. So ideally, what you should be doing as well. Well, let me get this on here. Is get it on a paint handle. So your hands, you don't get touchy with it, and then, not like that, Rachel. I like a little, you Peter Griffin, Rachel. And then just sort of, there we go. And then just get it at an angle so you guys can see it. So then, yeah, you got that sort of like all that nice little edge highlighting going on. There we go. And then just sort of turn towards you guys. And as you can see, the edge is highlighted. So, and this is what you call edge highlighting. Not everyone does edge highlighting, but I prefer to do it. Some people prefer to like really thin their paints and then sort of like do it layer by layer to get that shading effect. For me, I kind of chose a little bit of a shortcut option, which is like the undercoat thing. Like you can see it more clearly with a model like this, for example. Like you see like, hold on, see the white front, and then obviously the light shining on it, but you see that white front and then the black back. So you got that bit like, again, like I said, you got that sort of like shadow thing going on. So it kind of just helps you with sort of shading the model a bit better. But yeah, and then obviously, there we go. But everyone's got their like sort of like their own style of doing things. I kind of like this because it gives that sort of like rough, messy look to the model. I think it just looks pretty badass, if you don't mind me saying so. There you go. And then they just sort of, and they just sort of get that sort of, oh sorry, I'm not pointing towards you guys again, aren't I? They just sort of edge highlight it here. Then get that little edge here. So what I'm doing is it's actually testing the color scheme, because even though I've done it with most of my Golden Marines, sadly, like I said, I haven't got, apart from the Dreadnought out, I haven't really done much. Like I've done a lot of, actually no, tell like I've done a lot of them, but I just haven't got them out today. They're in the case still, which I don't really want to just get all out at once. You know what I mean? But there we go. Sort of. There we go. Edge highlight in here. And this is where you've got to be careful. Because at first, when you do the base coats, you don't mind making mistakes here and there. And just sort of, there we go. But there we go. There. And then just sort of. But anyways, guys, do you do anything like this? Do you play any war games? If you do, what armies do you collect? And, you know, tell me all about it. Tell me a little bit about your army. Have you done a custom colour scheme? Have you kind of like done your own lore with it? Yeah, I like to hear that sort of stuff. I like to hear people's creativity. Because these have a little bit of lore of their own, but if you want me to tell you about it, I'll let you know. But yeah, I'm just looking around just to see if I miss anything. So obviously you've got like all this lovely side that I haven't done yet. So we're going to do that quickly. And then just sort of, there we go. And then we'll dip it a little bit. Obviously, like I say, and then just slowly and gently. Sorry guys, I keep getting to face it to you guys. But as you can see, like that, and then just sort of. And then what I do by the end of it is I do a black wash on it, which is like an ink. So it gets into the crevices and then shows off those nice details more. It makes them look a bit dirty as well. So it looks like they've actually been through sort of war and stuff like that. Obviously, hence the name of the game, Warhammer 40,000. Which is, they do have like a medieval version, which is called just straight up Warhammer. Well, at the moment, Age of Sigmar. So I don't know if like the old Warhammer is returning yet. But I know people want it to return. But there we go. And then just sort of, I like just those nibbly bits. And then just sort of get those underneath bits there. Just go, just a little bit of tickle. Sort of There we go. There. So as you can see, got to do a little bit here, a little bit there. And I'll probably get some ultramarine blue and probably like clean up cut the panels at the front because they look a bit too thick laid on. Here at the edge. So there we go. And we've got to do the Space Marines in the car themselves. Yeah, that's it. Highlight the ends of their fingers. Sort of get that sort of like rough look going on. And obviously what I'm going to do is just do the bits that are visible. And now I'm probably going to glue this guy together once we've done all the edge highlighting. All the detail work. Because like not all of it's glued together. As you can see, there are gaps here and there. But that's only because I want to just, if I really wanted to, is take it apart and then do all the like proper detail work. If I really wanted to. Right, there we go. Dip in. Spin the paint a little bit. Obviously go around the collar. And around the edge of the armor here. So they've got a bit of edge highlighting going on. Now obviously because we can see the legs, we're going to need to just take this apart a little bit. And then we're going to have to do... Oh, we got out little marine man. Right, we're just going to have to gently persuade him out. Roll persuasion with advantage. There we go. You're not going to come out, are you? So I'm going to have to pop you out. Because we'll probably have to take this apart anyways at this point and just sort of... Yeah. Pop you out. And wiggle the gun out. I know the gun comes out. Because I've got to do him anyway, so... And then... There we go. Now he should just pop out quite nicely. Wiggles out. And now I can actually get to the bits I need to get to. So we'll probably keep this apart for now. Because this is all like detail work. So yeah, hold on. I should put him on the stand thing again, but I think we can handle it from here. And then just get those plates sort of, that's it. Edge highlighted. There we go. And then get these booties. These little booties done. Sort of, that's it. That's it. Sort of. There we go. Just get some edge highlight done here. Same here. Just get them done here. There we go. So now this part, looking at it, apart from where the feet are here, as you can see, we're going to get this panel, and then we're probably going to actually paint some red buttons on there. Paint that little bit there silver as well. Because I should have done that in the first place. But there we go. I keep doing it away from the camera. I apologise, people. Just as I say, again, if I keep it away from the camera, just say, wait, bam. You're doing it again. Then I won't do it again. There we go. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Oh, is the camera focusing? But not as well. Okay. And then we'll get, that's uniform, gunmetal. That's the one I want. There we go. And then just sort of dip it in the brush, in the paint, and then just sort of paint up this. Because now I've done all that stuff. And just sort of, that's it. Just do what's visible. Then there we go. And now we've got that bit done. Now we can just continue on with edge highlighting. Because we need to let that dry before we can get, like, you know, get all the bits on. I'll see. Let me just do that for the edge highlight. Like that. And then now we do it because I think, like, future we'll probably do like the bolt gun metal first and then the rest after. Get a little bit low. Just to get a little bit of the visual better. There we go. Because obviously you can see that bit. The bits I think you would see, I kind of want to paint up. So basically when it's on the battlefield it looks really nice. There we go. So now that edge highlighted, that will look pretty cool. And I'm probably going to do some brass right at the end there. Just to get some like sort of like really cool sort of detail of it looks like it's been driven before. Like I say, and obviously when you hold this from underneath, you get kind of like more of a do that. There we go. And just obviously do the edge highlight here. Because this is what's visible again. And we want to do what's visible when you're looking down at the model. Obviously. And then just do that again. So yeah, so hopefully, like I say guys, I hope you're enjoying this a little bit so far. It is a little bit different than what you get usually. There we go. And then my wife is bashing around. Stop beating up midgets, Rachel. Being rude. Rude. Right, and then obviously, because now this is a bit more apart, I can actually see bits like this a bit more better. It's like, there we go. Right, and now we just need to tame some of the highlight. I call it taming it. Now we can just sort of a bit too blue still. Something's going on here. There we go. Ready to go. And then we can just sort of, but as you can see, sort of like creating that sort of nice little, just sort of, there we go. So it just doesn't nullify the edge highlighting, but it's just like stuff that it's a little bit, it's a little bit wonky. Just to patch up certain bits that look a bit too much. I think that's it. There we go. So I'll say the edge highlighting here is complete. We're going to need another coat of gold though in certain areas. Just sort of, there we go. Just cover up bits like that. Just to see like there's any bits that need a bit of touch up, like there. Yep, I think that's pretty good. Okay, now we can move on to the Marines itself. I'm pretty happy with the way that's looking at the moment, so we'll just move on to the next part, which will be this fella here. Now this, I can easily just squidge him in there, get the colour I need, and then just start highlighting the heck out of him. Just like that. So, hold on. There we go. And then, there we go. Look at that. That is awesome. Yeah, by the way, we are going to a wedding this Friday, so there won't be any stream this Friday. And I will apologise, but I will be back, obviously, the Monday. And obviously, it'll be the first day, Monday of the month. And you know what that is? Rachel knows what that means. Oh no, she's watching TV. She's blatantly ignoring me. Wait. She's just like, whatever. She does not care. She does not care, people. But the first Monday in the month is D&D month, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm going to be talking to the Clovers, and I'm going to be asking them any donations that do happen during that stream, what mental health charity do they want to go with? It doesn't have to be like a small one this time. We thought maybe like we do something a bit more international, because obviously everyone's been having a hard time since you know what. I don't think you know what I mean by you know what, which is COVID. Because obviously now with the new variant flying around here, things are not going well. So I think it'd be nice to do something for those who are getting affected by it really badly, and sort of, you know, do something a little bit nice for them, essentially. You know, hopefully, like, so if you guys want to be a part of that, then yeah, just literally what you do is when we stream, just donate like you normally do, and any money that comes out of that will go to the charity. So, because obviously, sadly, because I've been moving in, I didn't have time to sort out a chibi-thon this year, because of a lot of things have happened. So I kind of had to sort of do it. I have to like do something a little bit more minimalistic, which is, I'm sorry about that, guys, but that's life. Oh yeah, I can wiggle his arms off. You are now disarmed, sir. But yeah, so we could do this, which is really cool. BIOS app needs edge highlighting anyway, so we're pretty good. I'm happy with that. And just sort of, that's it. Might need a bit of filler on that one, but I think it's a bit late now because I'm pretty much painting now. See, sadly, when you don't spot things like that till the last minute, that'd be really annoying. Oh, sorry, I'm doing it away from the screen again. I apologise, guys. But there you go. And then just sort of, there we go. And then just sort of, there we go. And then right, this is a little bit getting a bit thin now. There we go. Now I've got a bit more control over it. There we go. Sort of. There we go. Don't be afraid to use your fingers, guys, to take off things. That's also another tip while modeling. Like, you know, you can take things off, so don't be afraid to use it. Obviously, make sure you thin your brushes out like that, so they don't start flaying all over the place. And look after your brushes properly, because I seem to try, and no matter what I tried, I can't seem to do it. We're going to have to sort of, there we go. And yeah, I think he's, apart from the back things here, there we go. And then just sort of, that's it. Yeah, he looks pretty good. Good. So we can leave him to now. Gonna have to just do that. That's the gun. I don't need the gun, but we will need this arm though. So there we go. And then go around the wrist. Oh, there we go. And then just sort of very gently. That's it. To be honest, I should have kind of stuck like the end of the shoulder pad in. But there we go. Learning experience for next time. And then just sort of, there we go. And just keep an eye on the chat just to make sure no one's around. But there we go. Or, sorry, I want to make sure someone is around. Just to make sure, so, you know, I don't just stop chatting. And there we go. That's one arm done. Apart from that little bit there. There we go. So what I'm going to do is probably stick his arm in there quickly. Sort of, that's it. Oh. We do it like that because it is very... There we go. Gently. There we go. be honest, I should be doing this with a thinner brush, honestly. I'm looking back at it now. It's like, for tanks, it's fine. For everything else, yeah. Yeah, I should have. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that anyways. Just going to need to clean him up a little bit. There we go. And then obviously we've got to do... Have I done the gun already? No, I haven't. Well, I've done most of him. But... No. Now we've got to just do... And then just sort of... And just... And sadly, you're not going to see his back, but... Just for all intents and purposes, we'll just do a little bit of it. Just to sort of sell the effects a bit more better. But this you will sell. We're going to have to do that and then just sort of go. There we go. And then just get that armor plate. There we go. So he's pretty much done. Okay, so we've got the blues pretty much done. Just need to get that bright red in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do like some rust effects on the ends of the guns. There we go. And then spin up. Click again. Anyways, there we go. Just sort of spin out paint, get this, and then just sort of what it does, it sort of edge highlights. Because what I do, I use what is called Dragon Red by Army Painter, which is like a blood red, and then I think it's called Pure Red, which is like, in Warhammer painting terms, it's Blood Angels Red, pretty much. But yeah, anyways, like I say, guys, how are you doing? I hope, like I say again, you are enjoying this stream so far. And it just sort of, that's it. Because it's the bottom, it doesn't really matter as much, but I want to do it anyways, just to sort of, again, sell the effect. There we go. Oh, and yes, we know you're doing it at me. Don't need to sort of do it at me over and over again. There we go. So yeah, and then we need to do the inside of the other side. We need to sort of out. Yeah, that's it. This paint, sometimes you, like with reds and that, you're going to need to give it a couple of goes before you actually kind of get the... Ooh, there we go, get the effect running. You're going to have to get bolt gun now. Actually, we might not necessarily need to. Actually, because I think, actually... And we're going to need to get some brass as well. Sort of get those buttons done as well. There we go. So we've got some nice shiny buttons. And oh, else that's red on here that needs predominantly painting. You do, you're right. Oh, sorry, go on. Right in the eyes. There you go. And just sort of. There we go. We've got that sorted now. And let's see what we got. So I think it's just the rustic effects now. So this is a technique we do use called dry brushing, which I use very, very rarely. But it's for stuff like the ends of the barrels of the guns. So what we do is we just do that and just smudge a little bit on the end. But we want it to really keep it thin. So it's got that sort of nice little rust effect going on. Like that. And then at the end we do it quite strongly to show it's obviously been shot out the barrel. Also another thing I want to do, just detail wise, just paint up these little bits of, get a bit of thicker bronze and sort of get that done. I do want that to look pretty nice. As you can see, it's looking pretty good. Now, as for this, we want to get like that end and make it look as really rusty as possible. So we do that, and just do a mix of edge highlighting, and then get the end like that, and just sort of smudge it, and then dab it, and just keep dabbing like that till you get that sort of and get a little bit stronger, and then paint the ends like that, and then you should get that sort of like used sort of bronzed effect. And obviously you want to just right the end edge highlight it, and just sort of smudge, do little smudges here and there of stronger bronze, and then there you go, got like your very used gun. Same with the exhausts, that's what we want to do. So yeah, that's really dry. Good. So we want to dry brush this, sort of again sell the effect of it's being used over and over again. Just do it quite strongly at the ends. So edge highlight and just sort of, and then just smudge it, smudge the heck out of it. Strong again, and then as you can see, it's got a sort of like nice little exhaust effect that it's been used, which is really awesome. Quite happy with that. The tires have been highlighted. I've muddied them up because I did actually do my first detail bits here. Just checking there's anything else that might require my attention. Ah, the buttons. Yes, we need to do that, and we need to edge highlight the gun. Right, not that one. I'm going to do the buttons here. So as you can see, just like that. So as you can see, you got nice 2 red buttons going on, and then we're gonna sort of, and then edge highlight. Sort of. There we go. As you can see here, now you got like all that nice. Down, 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 down. We need to get that bright metallic color in that middle bit there. But there we go. And now I've got like multi-metals on there, as you noticed, because you know this is going to be like, these are like my like sort of like fast heavy support, and I got the dreadies to do like most of the heavy support, like the dready over there, and then these guys are going to be like sort of like the swooping and heavy damage types, glass cannons, vehicles. There we go, and then just sort of, there we go, and there we go. Now we've got that going on. So now I just want to double check everything, just to see, sorry, just to see if anything requires my attention. No. And then obviously here you got the mask, it's a bit blue, we don't want that. We want it to be completely white, and then we're going to do the edge highlight of black. And then we go that, strike that down, and then just sort of very gently just do the side of the mask here as well, and then just sort of, there we go. So now it looks a bit better. Same for this dude here. He's pretty cool actually. He just needs a tiny little touch up here and there. There we go. And then we could do the edge highlighting for the black. Have I done already? No actual edge highlighting on the helmet at all. So we want to go for this, which is called Dark Stone. Which is like, this is going to be helping me edge highlight grey a little bit. Or actually, what have I done? No, it has to be stone grey because I had to keep it uniform. So, which is annoying, but there you go. Not been shaken enough. There we go. There we go. Hopefully now. And what we'll do is up. There. And then just sort of, as you can see here, I'm using the dark stone to sort of highlight the black, just to give the armor a little bit more. There we go. Again, use my finger to sort of touch up areas where it's going a little bit too thick, and like that. So once that dries, that will come out, and we're going to need to highlight this little back bit as well, which I've just noticed, the leather bit, and it's probably a little bit too thin as well, so we're probably going to have to sort of brighten that up a little bit. Right, now for the shoulder pads, because luckily the arms are separated, I can freely sort of do this without having to worry too much. Let me just sort of, there we go. Like that. I like edge highlight there. Same for the, like I say, because now it's detached, it's making it a lot easier for me to sort of edge highlight certain things. And even though it's going to be very, very faint, it's just going to give that enough so the details will pop a little bit better. So like that. And then put it out. And then just sort of do that. So, because now you can see it. It's going to be subtle, but it's going to show up quite nicely. And if anything gets too leaky, just have to, and then we're going to have to get a really thin brush and do something when that dries. So now that's done. Up here, sort of, there we go. Same here, do the, oh no, back of his head's pretty much covered, so we don't have to do him. And his shoulder pads, gonna have to sort of, there we go. But as you can see, like when we do this, it just makes that armor look a little chipped as well. So it just gives that sort of like vibe of they're breathing through a lot and stuff like that. Which that's what you want to do, is sort of just give the vibe like this is not just a model. This is like actual sort of cool looking thing that has gone done stuff. There we go. It has gone done stuff. I like my wordings. My wordings are brilliant. A perfection. There we go. So now we got like this. I'll be getting my Green Stuff toolkit next month, hopefully. And hopefully we'll do something a little bit more fun, exciting, but I need to look up like a few tutorials. But yeah. And let's see, we've got the guns. And by the way, I know normally I take a break in December, but we might do like a couple of streams in December. Only because of, obviously I was off for the whole month. I need water, thirsty. So yeah, that will happen, by the way. I just won't be doing streaming this Friday for obvious reason. I'm going to a wedding. And you know who you are, whoever's watching. And I wish you a happy, happy marriage. But yes, anyways. So just having a look here just to see if I need to do anything else. I think I'm pretty good. So what we're now going to do is do the final detail, which I've already got the paint. Need to get an absolute tiny brush. So I've got like a nibbly crappy brush. The reason why I got the nibbly ones is just for the finer points, and I can use it as a pen pretty much. So what we're going to do is just sort of go and fin it. So what it looks like there's like a bit of writing on the side, even though there's not. And then just sort of, and then fin it. Nope, that's gone completely pig-tong. There we go. We're gonna have to rescue that. I just, God damn it! Oh. There we go. Sorry about that, Hooper. Literally dropped my brush like a numpty. By the way, Nim, if you are watching, feel free to jump on the mic whenever. I am on the live chat. If you can't, just let me know. And then just sort of... I am keeping an eye on the chat, by the way, through my mobile. So you can chat to me, guys, by the way. Uh-oh. Oh, sorry, I'm doing it. Again. Get my tissue. And just sort of really... gently. Done it again. I have to completely clean it. One more try. Just gonna have to thin that paint out. There we go. Now what we're gonna do, I think. Bless me. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to sneeze on the cam. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. I want that one. Matte black. So what I'm going to do is use the black to sort of tidy up that helmet a little bit. There we go. And by the way, if you're wondering like, oh God, James, the paint's going to dry. I've got a wet palette. And what it does, it keeps my paints fresh up to 2 weeks. So, and by the way, this is a completely new palette as well. There we go. It will look wet for now, but once it dries, it will fix that up. There we go. Oh, got my nose. Done. And then same here. See. In that name, yeah. Just fin it and then just sort of get some clean up work. There we go. So now that's all done. I'm going to thicken up this paint a little bit because that's a little too thin. Because I want it thin enough to show through the white and black, but not actually showing it, but what looks like more like a highlight, like a detail. Not highlight, a detail. There we go. I know my words. Leave me alone. There we go. There we go. And it just sort of... There we go. It's a bit better. Now I'm just going to look at the gold properly. Just to see if it looks any thin in any areas. No, that looks pretty good. That's fine. Last but not least, we're going to just need to do one final little detail paint. We're going to get the red. Like that. And you see those headlights? We're going to just sort of paint that red on. There we go. This is going to be like the final detail bits now. Before everything gets glued. And then we're going to wait for that to dry a little bit. And I'm going to just sort of get that. Go. And then while we are waiting, we are going to get my glue. And then we are going to get this baby stuck together. We're going to stick together right now. And as you can see, if you're wondering what I'm doing, this bit here is supposed to go right in. So you'll see what I mean. Now I've done most of the painting. Not go right in. should do. What's going on here? Why aren't you? There we go. That's why. And then there we go. Sometimes you gotta give it a little bit of a smacking. Not actually a smack, but just sort of. Sometimes you gotta be a tinsy bit heavy-handed with it. Oh god, my nose. And then obviously we're gonna glue all this together. But just get those nubs. Get those bits and nubs. We gotta get those bits and nubs. There's your nubs here. That sounded really wrong. There we go. What's going on? Why aren't you? Ah, that's why. And then we get that stuck together. And as you can hear that click, it's now together. The glue should settle that in. And then what we're going to do is get it inked. Because to be honest, this inking part, this next part, I don't require it to be separate to do it. Because what it's going to do is going to go all over. So there we go. And then go right in there. As you can see, it's pushed right in. That glue should settle. As you can see, it's now coming nicely together. And then just sort of feet. Let the glue all over. And then just like get them right in there. Go on. Get them in there. Lovely jubbly. There we go. Now, it may look like that for now, but what the ink will do is to get in and make it look a bit dirty, so the models look a bit more nicer. Oh god, my nose. I should have brought some tissues with me. But there you go. What we're going to do is put the arms part way in. Might get this in though, because this I can get in. So while the paint's drying, I'm just putting this all together. So, get that in. Now, I can get the arms in properly. Just wiggle them out. Go on, out you come. There's a little bit I need to do, but I could do it when it's together anyways. I've just noticed I've made a little mistake. But that mistake can be rectified. So, which is good. And then get the arms in. Get them right in there. Make sure all the joints are in. There we go. And then same here. My nose is absolutely leaking. I'm sorry guys. I'm on a stream and my nose is leaking. What better how to start this? There we go. I just sort of stick that in. Oh, thank you, lovely. She has rescued me. Thank you, my love. And then we get the arms in. And I'm going to get this for my nose. And I apologise, I'm doing this live. But my nose is a little bit stuffy right now, and I want to try and clear out my nose. I apologise for this, people. Sorry, it's just something in this flat is really kicking us off. Sadly, Rachel's got the worst of it, haven't you, love? But she's just happy with her chocolates. Chocolates and bickies. And then, right, we're going to just sort of clean that area up here, because that doesn't need edge highlighting. Clean that up there as well. There we go. And then the next bit, we need to. There was something else I wanted to do. Ah. Right, we're gonna really thin this paint. And then just sort of. Yep. And then there we go. Oh, I'm just trying to smudge it so you could just see a little bit of. And there we go. This one is, as far as I'm concerned, done. So, as you can see, this is what the finished thing should look like. So we'll put that to one side so you can see that. Pretty cool, eh? Okay, right, so now I'm consider that as finished. Now, this is going to be the absolute fun part. So we've got a second one of these, and I just realised something. Oh, this has completely come apart, which means I've lost a piece. Oh dear. Well, we could get started with this one. I am a bit concerned about what's going. Oh no, no, it's not lost. But what happened here? Why did it come apart? Right. Anyways, what we're gonna do? Not be helped. Fine. We're just gonna have to sort of resolve it. So we're gonna have to stick it together, and we're gonna let that one dry. Sorry, little repair, guys. I apologise. There we go. There we go. Because now that's a little bit more together, which is good. Right. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying this, let me know. Because, like I say, I would like to know. So if you want me to do more of this more often, then I'm more than happy to do it. But yes, anyways, we're going to use a bigger brush. Sorry, I'm just making sure the brush like strokes properly. That sounded wrong. Now, try and get this done. So as you can see, oh, ultramarine blue. Might have to second coat that. But as you can see, the coat's a little bit thick, which I don't want. So we're just going to have to do like a first sort of like thin coat. But yeah, as you can see, like this is a really thin coat. And that was what it's going to look like at first. Because at first, you're kind of doing it thin, layer by layer. And blue's the most pain in the ass to do, honestly. But I chose the colour scheme, and that's what I do. Well, I chose the colour scheme when I was younger. To be honest, I think I wished for a little bit of a different colour scheme now. But it looks good. So I'm sticking to my guns. We're going to do it this way. So, like I say, again, it looks a bit thin at first. But hopefully, as we go on... And plus now I've got that to reference, so I can now do both vehicles at the same time. So there we go. Now, obviously, what we're going to do is lay on thickly first. Sort of spread it out to the others, because that's a little bit better. Yeah, that looks a hell better. Sort of. There we go. Sort of. There we go. And then, as you can see, I better letting him know I'm live as well, in case she's like don't know where I'm at. Oh, did no one hear me? Hold on, I'm gonna have to set up my settings. Sorry guys, just give me a second. Voice and video. Oh, that's why, because voice mod has been a bum again. There we go. Now it's here as me. There we go. And so, just letting him know. Smiley face. There we go. My live. My live. There we go. So now, sorry about that, guys. Now we're gonna need to paint this as well. I thought this was golden for some reason, but there we go. See this, you don't really want to mind doing things as much. You don't want to do it too much, but you can get the edges a little bit more messier because you're kind of like painting everything. So it's fine. So when you get to like more like the colours that you don't want, you get like more precise. Don't want to do like obviously all the other stuff. Do that thick. We should have thinned that paint out honestly, because that's going to come up really blotchy. Something we don't want. I'm going to have to spread that paint out by hand. There we go. And this is the bit where we might have to separate the model again. But I think what we'll do is for now, try and get it right in there. For now, just sort of, there we go. Then obviously layer, just keep layering it until you get that satisfied ultramarine blue feel. There we go. Or Macragge blue is now. No, is it Macragge blue now? Or is it gonna? Yeah, Macragge blue. So I can't keep up with the new games and workshop because I always known it. It's always known to me as ultramarine blue because that's when I first started, like 3rd edition. I started playing Warhammer 40k. I played, I think, a bit of 4th edition. That was when obviously you had your blast templates. Gosh, you had a lot of things going on in that day. This is like way back in the day Warhammer. Where you, obviously before the Primaris Space Marines and stuff like that. So and then obviously we're going to paint this up area up here. Yeah. To be honest, I think we need to get the camera a little bit closer. There we go. Just so you can see what I'm actually doing. I have to admit, these vehicles do take up a lot of my army paints. Like the men are actually not too bad, but the vehicles on the other hand is a whole different story. They take up a hell of a lot of paints. But that's fine. I'm more than happy to sort of. To be honest, I need to replace the ultramarine blue soon, but I've got a replacement of Macragge blue anyways. So, oh, that went a little thickly. We can deal with thickly. Just all we have to do is just spread the paint out. That's all we need to do. See, now there, when you're undercoating your models, you see that splotch? That was a mistake. So I'm going to have to get that a little thicker until that stops obviously being like that white. So again, another piece of advice, when you spray paint, I've invested, or my wife actually got me it, invest in one of these. This is what you call a spray handle, or you can get these at Games Workshop. You don't have to use the elastic band that comes with it. You can use your own elastic bands. But what you do is, I'll show you. Get him as an example. And then you can put him in between any elastic bands you want. Like that. And then you can put him like upside down. Everything. It's quite secure. As long as you don't go shaking it like mad like a bloody pizzeria man, then you should be fine. And then you go spray it all over. So yeah, there you go. My tip of that. And he needs a little fix. I just realised. See, this is a good thing as well, because now when I did that, I was like, that needs to be touched up. In blue, get the tissue, and then gently stroke it to a point. Or use your mouth like that. Get it to a point. Go. Sort of. There you go. Because what you don't want to do is when he's on the battlefield and he's got that like nasty little splotch, which would just ruin the entire look. But anyways, I just needed to do a quick paint repair job with him. Sadly, when you do paint other models, you do kind of get distracted by these things and go, oh crap, need to fix that. Oh shit, need to fix this. Need to fix everything. Right, we're going to get a bigger brush because this is taking a little too long. Can we do? Can we do you? That's sizes. This will do. This will do. Awesome. Try this. There you go. See. Yeah, that's better. And as you can see, now it's layering up a bit better. We just break the brush in a little bit. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm actually like bending the brush in to break the paint particles because I didn't obviously clean this brush properly like a numpty. Also clean your brushes properly, people. Otherwise you end up what? There we go. Sort of. There we go. Now that's a lot better. And as you can see, even though the coats are getting thicker, you've still got that nice light effect going on. And that's what you want. So you want it to actually look like that. And you just want to thin it just enough. You want to make it thick enough to obviously see the colour. But also you don't want it too thick because otherwise the colour won't show through properly. Or the white and black won't show through properly. Which means your shading will be literally, all that spray shading will be for nothing. So yeah, you kind of have to be absolutely careful of how you thin your paints. How you get around doing it. I think what we're going to have to do at this point is to wiggle you out. So I think we're going to have to, sorry Matt, I glued you in. Oh crap, don't say I've glued him in. Yeah, I think I've glued this one completely in. Well, that sucks a willies. Well, I guess I'm going to have to dedicate it. Oh, that sucks. I can't believe I did that. Right, when you do bigger models like these, by the way, guys, another piece of advice is anything which is multi-detail, you shouldn't be really gluing fully together. I did that to the Titan, and when I realised it by the end of the paint, or the sticking together phase, I was like, shit. I did not mean to do that, but yeah. But yeah, oh, he's coming out. Yep. Alright, I did. Oh, I didn't glue it together. I was like, for God's sake, did I glue it together without thinking about it? But luckily, I didn't. Oh, that snapped. Right, we're going to have to get the drill and wire. And we're going to have to get the drill and wire for that. Yeah. We're going to have to get a lot of drill and wire. Whoops. There we go. Because that's all we need broken. Like, not broken off, but kind of popped off, really. Actually, we're going to need to pop him off as well. So when you do the complete painting phases, kind of need to pop these guys off. This is white. You only put it roughly together when you're painting, but you completely get them off. There we go. But that's fine. Like I say, that is completely repairable. So, like I say, all you need is this wire and some super glue, which I'm going to have to hunt down. But it can be repairable. That's fine. I think we'll just get the painting job done first. I think that will be the main priority of this painting session. But I think it's good to kind of do these mistakes when you're kind of online, because then you can actually see what not to do as well. And I'm sure like a lot of mini war painters can tell you that. Like there are some no-nos and you end up doing your no-nos anyways. Right. Does that mean we can take the wheels off gently? Was that absolutely... No, they're stuck in. And this is not gluing in. We might have to super glue this at a point. Get that right in there. Get a thick dollop. Dollop and wallop. Because it's not sticking. Stick. Because otherwise I can't pull that out properly. If I can't pull it out properly, then I'm going to have to dedicate it and just keep painting. Oh. Sort of, yeah. nudge there where it won't let me paint. Alright, just have to keep going. Alright. Whoops. Right, let's get the... Without this, I would like to use this up first, ideally, before anything else. Oh, there we go. Sort of. Now we're getting somewhere. And then just again, if it looks too thick, just obviously get the area to paint where it's thick and then stroke it around so it's not thick anymore. Magical. Wow, wow. I know what you're going to thinking, you dirty gits. And then just sort of... damn it. The bristles is getting stuck in there. And I need to get my tweezers. And I don't know what... Oh. My toolbox is hidden. So I can't get to it right now. Oh. Oh, I got it. Got it with a brush. Get it, get it, get it. There we go. Awesome. Treat your brushes properly, people, and then we'll look after you. Look after your wallet more. But there we go. So. There we go. And then just sort of. And just sort of. There we go. And just cover that up. Like I say, we need to sort of get really thick on that area. So we will. And just sort of blotch it like that. Because luckily, you can kind of just fade that in. And make sure like nobody sees that mistake ever again. Never again, no one sees that mistake. There we go. Sort of. Gently brush it. And just sort of like that again. And then... There we go. And then just see, now that's when it's applied super thickly, which is that's what you really don't want. So we're gonna need to fix that. Can I just check the underneath of that? Yeah, that's steel. Yeah, that's fine. So we don't need to go around that area. That is fine by me. I want to get the inside of here, just to sort of. I don't want to go a major job on it. I don't want to do a major decent job of it like the outside area, but just sort of get it there. Get a nice coat in. Side. There we go. But we want to get this area looking quite nice and ready to go. Obviously it's a bit thick there. We'll share that thickness. Get with the thickness. And obviously I'm going to do that little area here. I don't want to leave anything out. There we go. This is the bit that takes a bit of time. Obviously you're doing like every single nook and cranny. Yeah. Remember, like I say, I've got this, so I can just look at it every now and again, see where I'm going with the blues, and just sort of then dedicate. Thin this out now. So that's it. Because now I can actually get into the nooks and crannies. And this is all like the base coat stuff. And now I've got like a reference. Like I say, I could do both vehicles. So I'm happy with the blues on all of it. Instead of just focusing on one model at a time. Because when you do like entire squads and that, what you want to do, if you're not sure about your colour scheme of your new squad, you just do one like model as a test model. Or get like, if you really want to not do that and maybe get like a really cheap 1 mini and then just test your color scheme and then just do it from there. But normally, you know, when I do my test colours and what I say, is usually 9 times out of 10 I know my colour scheme anyways. It's just about to know how to implement it and stuff like that. And then you just go like right in there. But that's like my way of doing things. You know, everyone has their own way. Some people want to do tests, like buy more models, but I don't have the money for that, so I have to kind of like think about it really hard where I want to place my paints and then go for it. It's literally the only way I could do it at this point. See, it is working out so far. Because now that looks really good, and I'm like, yeah, I know exactly what I need. Need to keep cracking at it, which is awesome. There we go. Keep painting and painting and painting. Just keep layering it on. Layer it on. Just go right in between the nooks and crannies. What you want to do is just get that splotch and go right in there. But like I say, remember, like as long as you keep your paints thin, you could just paint over and over and over. Obviously not to the extent where you're going to lose all your detail, but you could do it quite a few times before you run the risk of that. So don't be too afraid of like getting splotches like there and there. Remember, as long as you keep it thin, you can make it look good. So there we go. And then let's have a look. Looking good. Need to get that bit there. Need to just get that underneath bits here. Really splotched on. Let's not get that splotches. Sort of press down. Just sort of. To be honest, I should have took this before I started. Honestly, gold, but the inside here. I swear this beginning riff. I always swear when I listen to this beginning riff of this particular song, I always think of Eye of the Tiger. Don't know why. Just do. Well, it does actually sound pretty similar as well. I think that doesn't help matters. Dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Of the tiger. It's the feel of the fight. Rising up to the challenge of your rivals. It's like, there we go. And then just sort of, there we go. Yep. Quite happy with that. You know what? Really fancy a burger for some reason tonight. Don't know why. You know, like sometimes you just get a sudden food craving. You're like, nope, no, we're not having this tonight. And you kind of just tell yourself off for craving it, even though you can't help it. Sometimes food cravings, people. Here we go. And there we go. And just sort of, yeah. We're just going to get out a little bit and just sort of sort out these little splotches of black. Stuff we don't need. Actually, this, yeah, bottom bit's steel. It's cool. Don't need to worry about that part as much. See, sometimes that's what I mean. Sometimes you could just go back to the model you've previously done. Just go, is that any good? Yay, no. Put that out here. There. Bruce and touch up. Right, let's get a bit more blue. We need more blue, people. Not enough blue. There we go. Do a small splotch. Do that. Go. Get that into those nooks and crannies. That front bit there. Being funny, but that's blue enough. There we go. Not blue enough, guys. Hashtag not blue enough. Not ultramarine enough. There we go. So, yeah, I'm pretty not too stoked about the bottom bit here. Lay that on quite thickly. There we go. There we go. Red blue. No, apart from where Space Marine is, but we are going to get a smaller brush on the job. There we go. Sort of. Right. We want this one. Right. Dip it. Spin it. Dedicate it. Same here with the feet. That, I'm sorry, you guys can't see, can you? I apologize. There we go. Right, so it looks pretty good. Just sort of, there we go. Get that in the thighs. And just sort of, yeah, get that in. So as you can see, that looks a bit better, doesn't it? Just for little like eccentric jobs like that. There we go. Same here. Right, there we go. Alright, cool. Just looking at this. Again, there's like some certain areas that's still a little too thin in certain areas. We don't want that. There we go. That. Let's see if we can. I know no one's going to really look underneath here, but I want it somewhat neat. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just like your model somewhat neat, even if it's not going to be visible. There as well. Right, see things like that. Just those little nooks and crannies can make all the difference. Here, sort of. Still, we are going to get back to the boots, but I need it just so I can slap on a second. Looks like it's mostly like all free brick. See what I mean? Like, there we go, second layer. Blue already. Side of this. Pretty good on that front, so as far as I'm concerned, that bit's done. Blue. So just make sure we get those fingers we need. Where the gold lands through if you do too much, which we really, really don't want to do. Obviously. I'll just bring them up to you. All of that part. There we go. See what I mean? That. Sort of. There we go. Checking the chat. Also, just looking down, checking the chat, just to make sure you guys aren't trying to have a little chatter with me. Have a little nano. You know what I mean? I like a little chatter in NASA. There we go. Oh, by the way, thank you for the late subscription, Susan Carter. I just noticed that on my thing. Or dedicate it. There we go. And as you can see, now see what I mean? Like you got the light white there and there. So when you do a couple of coats, it's very subtle. But it's extremely noticeable, and actually my neck, just thinking which one would be very, very apparent. Actually this, so you got like the lighter, and then as you see when you go around the back, that the metallic purple is a bit darker. That's because like, yeah, it's, you can't really see the black and white, but because the paint is thinned, and I do several layers, I do it just enough to get those layers shining through. And that's what you need to do. Because then when it shines through, good. And then it actually looks like, you know, you've done sort of like a sort of white spray. Especially when you get like, when you, hold on. That space marine. Look on the side of this arm here. As you can see. When you get on the side of your arm here a little bit. Where you see that gradient, it's just loads of little pigments, but it gives that illusion of lighting. So when you layer it up, you don't see those little pigments, and all you see is like this gradient coming around. So yeah, if you want to do it without like thinning your paints again and again and again just to get that sort of shadow texture, that is one way of doing it. Some people may agree with me doing it, some people may not, but that's the way I do it. And I have to admit, I'm very happy with the way it turned out. Like you say, as you can see again, even though it's blatantly obvious at first, but when I keep filling the paint to put layer after layer, as long as it's not to the point where it's overwhelming it and it's all one blue, it kind of gives you that, again, illusion of lighting without actually like thinning paint over and over and over again. Get that effect you want. And I know some people would prefer that method because, you know, you can get so much more out of it, especially when you know what you're doing. But when you're someone like me who's still learning to a certain degree, you do want that sort of knowing, like, yeah, there is an alternative method, and it's not a lazier method, it's just an easier method. If you're wondering if it is a dry brush, no, I use spray cans, literally spray cans. Because you could get a wider range on it, and that means when you're trying to focus it, it's like airbrushing. I haven't tried yet, but it's more for like more closer colors of spray when you go up and down. But when you do it, you get like a nice general light direction when you use spray cans. Especially you have to experiment with distance. So when you're spraying, you don't want to do it right up close because all you're gonna do is splatter paint everywhere, and then it's gonna get all in the grooves and you lose the detail. What you want to do, instead of doing it like that, you want the model to be right round about here and your spray can about there. And then angled up. And also when you're doing this, you've got to do it outside unless you've got a studio. Like, if you're doing it outside, make sure, test the wind direction, get the direction of the wind and do it when the wind's blowing towards. So then you get your full-on spray. So that is also another way of doing it, because otherwise, if you do it at an angle, the paint's going to go... Because you're doing it from a distance, the wind will blow the paint away. So you want to do it where the wind is heading. So when you're spraying. So if you're spraying outside, nice little tip for you. I think I hear Nim appearing. Nim, you there? Nim, are you actually? She will be appearing later, and we're going to be walking through her level up later on. She's around. That's fair enough. She's got things to do. That's. But yeah, I was kind of trying to walk her through her leveling up and level up on D&D. How do one's level up? Teach you. As you can see, I'm just laying on the paint. There we go. And obviously, I keep forgetting to do this. I keep forgetting to bring the model up to you guys because you obviously can't see what I'm doing. I can't believe it's only been what, 2 hours? How long have I been live for? Yeah, nearly 2 hours. I've already done that model because usually bigger models like these, like that Dreadnought that you saw earlier on, took me literally all fucking day. It's not even funny. But yeah, it literally did take me a long ass time to do. But that's pretty much sprayed it. Separated this. Yeah. Oh well, lesson learned, as they say. Again, because that back's going to be like right up against something. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. That back's going to be right up against something. Don't necessarily. My battery's on 25%. Oh, I might have to start looking up to see the messages soon. My phone might die. Might die. Oh no, that's the mean team. Yeah. Oh, my mate's put a D&D meme. It's like when you roll a natural one and you end up gently caressing the orc and they feel uncomfortable. It's like, mate, you don't know the amount of stories I've heard of that happening, and I've actually seen it happen where like the natural one and DM's feeling evil. That's not me, of course. It's not me. I would never feel that evil. You go, oh yeah, you lightly caress something, and it feels rather uncomfortable. It's like, oh dear. But normally, like when you're DMing in D&D, and I was doing Warhammer and talking about D&D, it's brilliant, isn't it? Yeah, like D&D, you kind of have to learn to expect the unexpected, because DM will throw some curveballs at you, or do something to break the ice, make something funny, which is fair enough. I can respect that. For that random WTF moment. It will happen. It will probably happen to you at some point. But yeah, like roll natural one, you lightly caress something, it feels really comfortable. It's actually quite hilarious, actually. Right, where's... Bless her, look at my wife. It's like absolutely walking out to that program, it's just like, eh. Don't mind doing the chest piece. I'm gonna have to get in there just to get this. Like I say, remember, like, long as you're not laying it on too thick, don't be afraid to go onto other things, because later on when you're painting other stuff, you will be kind of, you know, tidying up anyways. So don't worry too much. As long as you're not like laying it on super thickly, it looks super bad. Now that's what I'm saying, because look at that second coat. You got like the white just and then black, and it is just peeking through, but it's not peeking through like enough to could be like, oh look, it's a bit visible, this is what he's done. But it gives that really cool lighting effect. So if anyone's got an eye for detail, they will spot this. Like literally, like if you put it next to, because I've done my first squad of like intercessors. When you look at my first two squads, like this was like when I did like just pure black spray paint. And then when I noticed when people use airbrushes to sort of, you know, do their models, I thought, oh, there's a trick there. You know, I don't have to keep thinning and thinning my paints and, you know, waste a lot of paint just to sort of, get that desirable lighting effect. I could do something undercoat wise, because then all you have to do is do 2 or 3 coats, and then it looks super cool. So yeah, I keep forgetting to bring my hat. I've got to start. You know what? I'm gonna have to buy an armrest so I can actually do this, and you guys then can see what I'm painting. Might have to find a way to get this to be a little bit focused, because when you go right up close, it doesn't blur. It blurs really badly. I think it's just the fact of just getting the right camera angle and ratio. Well, remember, don't be afraid to get right in there, brush. That's a little thing I didn't notice because obviously very crap at multitasking. This is why I prefer to draw and talk, paint and talk. That very strong chance of goofing up big time. Pull that hair out. Getting on my apologize. When a little hair on your brush just gets on your nose, get on your nose. When you get on your nose, pull it out right. Unless you like Joe Pasquale, good on you, mate. Have an inspiration point for your next D&D game. Tell your DM I gave it to you. Say, you know, I'm T-Cult leader. Tough shit. You're gonna get that inspiration. There we go. There we go. And by the way, yesterday I was working a little bit more on a homebrew gunsman class. I had to correct a couple of things because my brother-in-law, who is absolute grammar Nazi, which I'm glad he is actually, kind of point out a couple of things, like grammar-wise instead of spelling-wise, and I was like, yeah. I had to kind of get it completely sorted out, and I was like, did that. There you go. This is what happens. Surprise. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. So, well, that's pretty. Again, wait, hold on. Just on. Because look, there's a little bit on the foot there, so. But again, you could tell, like, as well here, like, if you got an eye for detail, like, you got like up there, which is a lighter blue, and then when you go down to here, it goes into that sort of nice little, like a little bit darker, but not too dark. It's just got that nice gradient going. This is what you want. Can't really see it, but it is blue overall. So, so obviously I did not spot that. Do it. I know, like, literally, you don't have to. Up here. There we go. Get out. There we go. Because now it looks a bit nicer. Again. Right. Now, get up a little bit. Some certain areas. Get it a little bit. See here, I don't mind if I lay it on too thickly, just to get it sort of looking very uniform, very clean, very nice. It's good. Let's do the same here. Again, up. Can't see it sadly because like that's why I try to get light at good angles, so hopefully you can see every nook and cranny up. Smudge that in. Try brush it out so you can still see it, but not as. So as you can see here, that's still a little too thick. Spin it out a little bit. So that's it. Because now you've got that nice layer. And that's what I mean. Sometimes you just got to keep an eye out for these little things and just fade it out. So obviously it looks like there's like I say, you can't see it as much, but like I say here, I don't mind being really thick, but out a bit. Oh, so that's it. Yeah. Spin it out towards the ends here. There we go. So as you can see, that looks a lot more better now. It's like little touch-ups here and there just makes all the... Right, so we don't need to do that. Don't need to do that for now. I need to drink. And remember, I can now rinse and repeat this process as much as I want. There we go. Now, what we're going to do is, where's the paint handle? Did I just drop the paint handle? I have. I don't know where I put it. Whoopsie. I've actually lost the paint handle. Oh dear, oh dear. I think I've actually lost it. Well, I've lost it ages ago in the plot, but you know. Actually looking all over it. Like, hey, hold on. Oh no. It was right here. They're all going mad, people. This is what happens when you concentrate on paint for so long. Like, you literally just start losing. That is really bad. I so apologise, everyone, for that absolute... You did not see that. You did not hear that. I did not knock anything. I am solely professional. Just knocked my inks over. Literally. I literally just knocked my inks over. That's why you're hearing rustling right now. You can hear it. It's me knocking my paints over like a complete knob. There we go. That's fine. Something to learn. Don't look yourself through, frankly. Look what's in front of you first, because you're going to end up knocking stuff. There we go. So, it's a little bit. So we're going to thin it out. So there we go. And just sort of. Might have to do a speed paint of it just to see what people see. Right. There we go. Oh, and too thickly. So do that. There we go. Because you want it thin, like I said again, but you don't want it too thick. Too thin either. I always do like slightly thin coats. Do a couple of layers. 3 if you absolutely have to, if you're, because whatever your paints might get a little murky. So that. Go. And then just get it in there. That second layer there. Like I say, don't worry about like this too much. I obviously try and wipe off as much as you can, but don't worry too much about it because you'll be painting over it soon enough. There we go. So now that arm's pretty not done, but it can use a second layer. But we want to let that dry. So we'll put that arm down. Got the other arm. Then stick it in. And then just stick it up. So paint it up. So you wanna, so you want it thin, but you want to get in the well. You want to get that sort of deep in. That work it out like that, you dirty people. And thin second layer. That. Hopefully when you see the light shining on it, what I'm hoping you guys are seeing is all like white here, brighter, then the underneath are a little bit darker. Like I say, again, that is like all about illusion of light. So even though I do these edge highlights and all, I need to practice. Ooh, I've highlight. Oh, this is what happens when you throw tissue aside at with abandon. Sort of like, seem to forget. So right, let's brush that out. Because I actually forgot area here. I'll do a little fix. There we go. Yep. There we go. Now that's complete. See, this is what happens like when you're working on something else catches your attention, you're like, shit, need to sort that out. It does happen. Your foots is in there. Yep. Are you secured? Exposure might be a little too high. Get all that saying a little bit again. See that better? Yeah, that's a hell of a lot more focused. Still. All right. Just trying to. Perfect. That's what I want. So 33. Now I can go up close. Yeah, that is perfect focus. Awesome. Now you can see what I'm doing. Awesome. There we go. At least I figured it out finally. I did try to figure it out before stream. Sadly, I didn't. But there you go. Um, like I say, remember the first coat, always try to do not very thin enough. You want your second coat to be the one that does it. Can't be helped some, but yeah. Whoops. And whoopsie. This is why you should focus, people, what you're painting with. Because sometimes you mix the colours. So you have to clean your brush and start all over. Out. That's it. I have to do it. Sorry, there. Thick, but oh, stay still. Get in there. Go. Sort of. Ah. There we go. Back like that. Rachel's beating up the lamp. What'd that lamp do to you? Rachel, stop. She is not listening right now. She is completely zoned. Oh well. It's like I could hear the lamp being beaten up. It's like, Rachel, why are you beating up the lamp? I think the lamp made a funny look at her. I think she's drunk as well. She's hiccuping too much. Really ill. But if anyone wants to send their love, my wife, so. Not the jealous type, I swear. Yeah. This is the point where I need the magnifying part of the bloody light that I've got here. I want to get in close and just find it. Give me a second. Ugh. It's a kink. Cam. There we go. Oh, I forgot to do the highlight thing. Splotch. Backpack. Side to be. I am craving. I have to get a tea break because game when I'm painting models, like I actually drink a hell of a lot more tea than I usually do. I drink a lot of tea anyways, but I drink a hell of a lot. Oh, I've got to do the feats of this guy. Oh, see, things like that. Let's see. All right then. There we go. So it looks a bit rough at the moment. We let him dry. I think that. But obviously we don't get. Go. It's blue. Sorry. Something else. Let's paint some space and the heretics away. Some pass heretics away. The way I saw the I've got a little song for you guys. Hope you liked it. Oh, doing it again, aren't I? I'm painting. I'm painting, and you're not seeing it. Pretty cool up front. Good. Now we can get to things. This. Now that arm. Second. Uh, now the Golden Marine. It's done. So yeah, that secondary layer is pretty much done. Yeah, like dark at the bottom, top. So like I say, that just gives that really nice illusion of lighting. So the blue's nearly done actually. Pretty surprised at. We're gonna have to take this apart though soon enough. The third. That. See here. So because now the extra, again, you're not getting that black and white showing through. You'd be happy in it said. Again, you should get that just very hint of light. As you can see here, like it's showing a little too much. I want it showing a little bit. Second layer, going to be all about trying to get that. Only show it better. Rachel. She's like completely ignoring me. Hold on. Rachel. Darling. Hey. Ah, not get her attention at all. Sorry, I'll just get it close. I apologize. Okay, lovely. Might give her a quick card in a moment, guys, if you don't see. Pretty happy with that. So again, that's all little lighten, dark, lighten, dark. Okay. Done me. Some. Get that Okay. And just okay. Right. You in? Breath. This is actually pretty alright, actually. So I'm gonna have to hold him by his shoulder. That undercarriage was. There is a couple area. Short 5-minute missile because it does take a lot of my. Oh, I needed. That I've lasted what? Yeah, about 2 hours into. No way, we're not finishing, guys. I'm just taking a little breather. So, it's gonna go into. Oh no, we don't want that. We want that. So we'll be back in a moment, and we might have a little conversation, just a little chilled conversation, and then get back. So, that text up. Be right back. Just give me 2 minutes, and I will be back. Right. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I am back. How are you doing? I'm sorry about that. Needed a cup of tea because obviously when you're painting models, it takes a hell of a lot more focus to do than what I usually do drawing, because this is not my secondary thing. This is just a hobby, and I like to take my time and have fun with it. So yeah, it is a bit like that. So, anyways, I've just noticed it's 15 hours ago. So yeah, there has been new ones. Okay, guys. Anyways, how are you all doing? Let's get rid of that "be right back" sign. There we go. Anyways, I'm back and with a vengeance. But I hope you guys are enjoying this today. I know it's not like your usual stream, but I like to do this as a thing. So hold on, I'm gonna just let the guys know. Nova's not on at the moment. Actually, I'm gonna throw Nova on a quick text to say I'm doing Warhammer. See if he wants to jump on the mic as well. See if he wants to jump on the mic with me. So come on, you. Gonna ask him if you jump on. There we go. Just see if he wants to jump on, say hello. There we go. Right. Now he knows. I might have to get like OBS to connect. There we go. And so just so he knows what. Right. To get this tea. Well, I think this tea will have to stay over here for now, but I'm gonna have this cup of tea and let my brain relax a little bit, because like it's just like highly focused stuff. Guys, what have you thought of this Warhammer stuff? Like, did you actually like it? Did you watch me paint models and stuff like that? And do you like the setup I've done? I know it means I'm more to the side and I get to turn my head around to talk to you every now and again, but do you like this sort of thing? Would you like this to be a bit more of an often occurrence other than just my D&D and my manga stuff? I don't want to be a big variety streamer, but I want to give a little variety. So say for example, if the donations I get is like for the subscription and donations worth, I'm getting enough to be able to stay at home and be sort of like a full-time streamer, then I know to kind of add this to the mix so you guys get a bit of fresh air from me and it's not just, you know, stuff like that. So oh god, this is a really good cup of tea, guys. I am so happy I've got this cup of tea in my system right now, and I'm gonna have to do something about this. Why aren't you? Sorry, I'm just yeah, it's fine. I think I just need to sort of log in. Hold on. Oh, yeah, I'm logged in. Yeah, it's done. Doing it. Yeah, so I should be fine. Anyways, no, just double checking my stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. I hope you are enjoying my Warhammer stuff. Like I say, it's sort of, it gives me a bit of a break from VTLS as well, because I'm on the midst of getting Volume 4 sorted. Actually, speaking about that, if any artists who have an art social media or whatever do want to get involved in this collaboration, I'm kind of doing a really hard push for it now and trying to get artists done. I know I'm trying to kick Joe up the arse if he's watching right now. Joe, if you are watching, I want to kick you up the bum. Please get it done ASAP, because I really want to release Volume 4 soon enough, because I'm already in the midst of getting ready to release Volume 5. I will be releasing the first couple of chapters of Revamp, Volume 1 Revamp, like online, literally after Volume 4 comes out, and then a month after that it will be released. And that's why I'm trying to speed things up, because I've now got a line of releases that I need to get done. So but yeah, I kind of wanted I just wanted to say I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're staying mentally healthy. I know like the restrictions have been coming back in, obviously because of the new variant of COVID. So please keep safe, keep your mask on, and if you don't feel safe, make sure you just keep distance from people as well, just to keep yourself safe and that, and make sure you get jabbed. I know some people have different feelings about it, but I know some people are afraid of needles. But look, mate, I'm scared of needles, and I've been double jabbed, so you know. Nothing to be afraid of. My coping strategy, actually, let's talk about coping strategies if you're going to get jabbed. So my coping strategy is to kind of look the other direction and just hum a tune or have someone to talk to. So I'm pretty much distracted as I obviously get jabbed and stabbed. Anyways, I think we are ready to get back to it. So let's get back to the art stuff, because this is what you're here for. You're here for the Warhammer today, and you know, obviously chatting to me as well, which will be lovely. But yeah, anyways, where was I at actually? Yeah, I think these guys are this is pretty much done blue wise, and obviously what I might do is get this mobile here. I'm gonna give my mobile a rest now. I'm going to have to rely on just keeping my eye on the chat from eye distance. I'll tell you what, actually. Smarter. Can I pop out the chat? No, there was an option to pop it out, but I can't remember how I do it. Get it to do that. And then we could just sort of, yeah. Want to pop it out. Can I pop it out? There's a pop out option, isn't it? Oh, remember how to pop out the chat. Oh my god, I can't actually remember. We're just gonna have to do it like that and just keep my eye on it from the other corner of my eye. What's that? Because that's going to die soon. It's going to die. As Ganondorf says, die. So we're gonna take this apart, and then. Oops. This is a problem when you're heavy-handed. Pop things out that you don't want to pop. But we're going to have to glue this back together. My hand here. So, when you glue your models, guys, make sure you actually glue or kind of dedicate it. Let's do that. Got a big splotch there. Because this, to be honest, because I can turn the wheel, because I've actually kind of carved, as you see those little blocks there, they're supposed to be on here, stop the wheel from turning, but I wanted my wheels to turn because then it'd make it a lot easier to paint. So what I've actually done is went blank. So what I did was sort of, you know, so I could do this and then I could actually paint and turn it. It was supposed to turn, but I think I've moved it shut down. Oh, there we go. So yeah. So the wheels do turn. Let's see. Even though I've done the lighting effect, I know some people want to spin the wheels a little. I kind of let it happen. As long as they're not rough-handed with it like I have been. It's not coming. Oh. Nope, you're not coming out. So we're going to have to... I think the glue actually just settled in. Not coming out. Okay, that's fine. Wiggle you out. Wiggle, jiggle. So yeah, this is how you're supposed to get it out. It's sort of gently, I think, convince it to wiggle, but I don't think we'll be able to do this. We just have to keep it like this because I think I kind of like glued it and dedicated it like a twit. Take that off. So you have to take these off, otherwise they don't stick in properly. Seriously, they really don't. So, oh, I've wiggled the gun off. Whoops. Come on, wiggle, 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 jiggle, wiggle, jiggle. Enough. Nope, nope. Found a way to get it off. Took a bit of a. I'm gonna have to get my little finger in there. Little finger. Don't fail me now. That sounded so wrong. It sounds really bad. There we go. So now I've took this apart, and now I can start painting this. Oh, good to know. I could stick it to my stand, to my camera stand if I really wanted to. So, if you're wondering what that big click was, that's what the click was. So. So. I don't. I'm gonna give her a lovely message. Here you go. You bad. Hold on. There we go. She's probably gonna kill me for it, but it's gonna be fun. There you go. Something to cheer her up. Now we can start doing this. I'm sorry, guys. I know you're here for this. It's a bit worried. So, she's only got a cold, but she can't help it. Barry, can you for loved ones? It's okay to do that. See, not to the smothering point, but worry enough. Say, look, I care. Love your be. Just try to run. Forget about you. Yeah. Really well. We got a wedding to go. Hey. People, you need to send her hugs. You need to message her hugs. Seriously, do it now. Do it now. Do it now. So. What little. Wish I could do something, but I can't. No doctor, god damn it. Not a doctor, but I'm goddamn fool. I didn't put you in trouble. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So. Oh. I'm painting off screen. I apologise, everyone. I paint off screen like a herpader. I've got to find a better way. Maybe if I do like a little camera go around my thumb or something. Not with painting me models. Marine blue. Uniform grey. Where's ultramarine blue? Made it disappear. That's red. Age uniform. Oh, tarnished gold, yes. Save that thing. Grey blood. That's another level brown. That's gunmetal. White. Gold. That black. Where are you? That looks so wrong. By the way, that's the blue I'm using. Ultramarine blue, which is very similar to McCrag blue. Oh. Oh. Get my Discord for. Let me check. Boy, it was someone coming on then. I heard a little crack. Like. It's off screen again. Let's have it. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, no, dun, dun. Disco biscuit. Like a disco. So. Something. So. Sure, just checking the chat. Oh, thank you, Shunken Deaconer. If I did pronounce it correctly, welcome to the stream. By the way, I do usually do my manga series, Vamp the Lost Soul, but today I'm doing my Warhammer painting. So I hope you are doing well, and I hope you're enjoying this live stream so far. Anyways, by the way, just a question to you, since you just followed me. Do you collect any armies or? Oh, you're stealing my tea. Drink your tea. I drink tea. Hold on, sorry, hold on. Steal my tea. You better not steal my goddamn tea. Hell no. Yoinks the Earl Grey and replaces it with caramel. Pronunciation of words matter not. Humanity has made them up. Humans can't agree on anything. Yeah, true. Mankind can never agree on anything. Why do you think in the 41st Art Millennium is only? Sorry, made a Warhammer reference there. How you been, by the way? Metal grey. Hold on. No, that's not Rachel. I just realised because I wish she would have been Chalky Fiend. So there we go. Just check on something. Sorry, try to use the light here as well. No, do you collect any armies, by the way? Quite tired. My everything hurts as usual. Oh no. Sorry to hear that. What have you been up to though, other than that? Have you've been drawing or painting or been up to? Talk to me. Talk to me and unbear your soul to me. Sorry to be like a little bit quiet. Sometimes I'm just like trying to focus. Go. Sort of get that. There we go. So what's happened? You got my main army is Tau. Oh, nice, 2,200 points. Though my Space Marines might be higher, ended up over 1,000 points without buying a single model, just collecting bits. That's fair enough. I've known people have that. Like sometimes, like you pick up things, and before you know it, you got a model. What chapter are your Space Marines, and what set is your Tau, by the way? Like, or is it like your Tau Farsight Enclave? I love Warhammer lore. Fucking brilliant. Yeah. So what's like? Do you, or is it like a custom set or a custom enclave for Tau? Color scheme. Let me know your color schemes. I like seeing your color schemes. By the way, feel free to drop it in the Discord. By the way, under the art section. I do like to see people's Warhammer projects. I have to admit, I think Tau have got quite cool lore, and I think they're really underestimated. To be honest, as an army, in my opinion. Oh, Legion of the Damned and Deathwatch Successor. Oh, and custom set Valhalla cut scheme, but turquoise instead of red. Ooh, that's pretty cool. I definitely like to see your models. Do I show them off, and then we can maybe have a look-sees? Is that all right? I definitely would like to see them. Oh, Nightbot. Oh, my Discord. Yeah, finally my Nightbot's working. I got it working again. I've been spending a bit of time with getting that sorted. Oh dear. Sorry to hear everything hurts though. It's not good when everything hurts. Go. Sort of. Let's have a look. See, because you probably have post them, because people normally post quite fast. Yeah. Oh right, we need to upgrade you. Green. I just want chat on. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, just post it on the art bit if you want, or general. I don't mind. We'll have a look at your. Which channel would it be? It should be post your art. Or even though I put you art, I need to change that, but it should be under art and put post your art here. I should do a separate Warhammer section, honestly. To be honest, I really need to do that because I know there is a few hobbyists in my Discord. And I think it'd be nice for them to show off their painting skills. I know William has done his. By the way, you collecting the Imperium magazine by the moment? Because I am. I've subscribed to it, and this is like, I have to admit, the Necron I got here. No, you haven't. Right, sent. Ah, man, where are you from? Like, because if you're in US and UK, you should be getting your magazines. Oh wow, I like the drone. The drone looks really pretty, actually. Hold on, let's drag it down here. Let's make my camera disappear. Let's have a look through your stuff. That, I love that color scheme. That is really nicely done. It's very simplistic, but I like it. Oh, no, that's fair enough. East Coast USA. No, Imperium Magazine, I think it's done by another company. But yeah, it is going through. Fair enough. Is that Orc Wagon? That's very orky. That is very, very orky. I like it. Yeah, is that because of the whole... I love it. I like your keyboard as well, actually. Rachel, look at that. Oh, she's on her earphones. I love your keyboard, dude. What is that keyboard? I'm sorry, like, I'm mesmerised by your truck, but I'm mesmerised by that really colourful keyboard as well. That looks really nice. October project. I fucking love that. October. Yes, mate. You have done me a service this day, you know. October. I love that. Fucking love Orcs. They're like one of my favourite Xenos races out there. Just because of like the sheer stupidity and how OP they can be. Because of the power of belief. Obviously, it's to an extent, but it's still fucking OP as shit. And I love it. Because I think it's just like the stupidest things they believe. And somehow it just works. It's like, you know, if you kill an orc and you wipe out like orcs and that, the guns just fall apart. But they actually function through the power of belief. Brilliant. I have to admit, do you watch, this is just my third redone backup keyboard. Some generic. Oh, that's fair enough. But still, it still looks pretty pretty. I've got like a plain keyboard with a light S on it. I've been looking at like for my next keyboard. I'm looking at keyboards like that. So I do like the lights and it looks pretty pretty. I have to admit, I'm to be honest, I'm very easily amused. I'm doing it. I'm painting off screen again. I don't know why I do that. I have to tell. God, right. Keep telling me off. Permission. Yeah. Link it, dude. You got my full permission, my man. You don't need. I don't need to press any button. Just link. Seriously, dude. I'm very into promoting other artists and whatever. So if you got like artwork you draw as well, and you want to promote it, or you got your own book series, just slam it, dude. Let's have a look. Oh, Amazon. What is this about? Oh. Oh, that's very pretty. How much is it? Because if I can get it for the UK, that is a really nice keyboard. I like the little logo as well. It's very simplistic, isn't it? But I like it because it's simplistic. But it just looks super nice. Yeah, I might have to save this link. Thank you, by the way. But yeah, that's a really nice. That's a nice damn keyboard. I have to look into that. Like I say, I won't get it now. I'll just wait till that other keyboard's buggered or it just looks really grubby, and then I'll get another one. Gives me an excuse to get a nice keyboard for myself. But yeah, I am looking into that. But I've got a really nice mouse though. I love my mouse. I'll show you what it looks like. Like that. That's my mouse. It doesn't glow into different colours, but it's got like rock on it and stuff like that. I'm still waiting on my flower green to arrive. My GF really wants me to paint her neck. Yeah! Dude. My wife, even though she's not into the game, she likes the Skelly Boys. And because I get them with the Imperium magazine, like, this is my colour scheme. And I call it the Anubis Dynasty. But yeah, that's my Necrons. Dude, I have to admit, Necrons are pretty cool though. Bit OP on the tabletop, but they are fun. What's this other thing? The green I'm getting hurt to look at. Oh no. What is that? Mr. Hobby Colour Fluorescent Green. Or was that like glow in the dark pink green? Oh. Pretty nice. Might have to look into that paint. The green it hurts to look at. Is that like it almost got, oh, I may have to get my hands on that paint, you know. Because I am looking for like more glow in the dark stuff. So and I'll show you why I want it. So, you know, like the orb and the little orbs, I want to paint them glow in the dark green so they can glow in the dark on the battlefield a little bit. So if someone has the lights a little bit off, they start glowing, which would be really cool. Like, that's what I want to do. I have to admit, that's kind of what I want to do with the Necrons. Because it is a bit fun to do. There we go. But yeah, it doesn't glow in the dark by itself, but we are going to mix lit powder. Oh, lit powder. I've heard about this. Lit is like a ultra sensitive, ultra bright glow in the dark pigment. Oh, I may have to look into that. Because that is something I do want to get my hands on, because then Rachel's got like glow in the dark Necrons. She's trying to ignore it, but I heard a little smirk. Heard? Yes, because I can hear smirks from a mile away. That's my superpower, people. The most non-green we can find is with the brightest glow in the dark powder we could get. That's pretty cool. So you sort of mix it in with the green paint and like the glow in the dark paint, and then sort of, yeah. That's pretty cool, dude. I didn't know you could do that. I was actually kind of looking for an army painter in that, because I found these nice metallic paints the other day. And that's why I did, like, again, the Necron. So what I've done with this one is sort of paint metallic purple and metallic green in. And then I use Warlock Pink, which is a matte colour from Army Painter, and thin it out with the... Obviously, I don't have paint thinner, but I have like a sort of wet board thing. So I don't have to use it. And then I can just thin it out. And then the same with the green. I use like a sort of like a matte green. So it's got like sort of like that battle sort of edge use and tear. So it's not all shiny. Is that Nava's Marvelous Pigment line? No. Actually, this is all Army Painter paints, war paints. Like, sometimes like, I see colours and I go, oh, I want that. You know what I mean? But no, this is all Army Painter, and this is just glue. That's just my glue for repairing things, which I do need to do a couple of repairs soon, actually, as well. But yeah, literally, all of this, most of it's Army Painter, apart from Citadel, but that came with a magazine. I don't buy the Warhammer paints because I'm not being like, well, one, gives GW more money. Give me a moment. But one, it gives GW more money, but two, I prefer Army Painter because you can thin the paints a hell of a lot better, in my opinion. I know some people are like, oh yeah, you might do it just the same. It's a bit like, yeah, but I prefer less pigment because then I can just layer it until I get the desired effect. Unless you're talking about my undercoat, actually no. Actually, if I could show you, for example, Army Painter paints are quite dense. Yeah, exactly. But I actually like using it. It's very, for me, I can thin it easily with the wet board. It's so easy to use. Like Games Workshop paints, you've got to make sure your lid's shut. Like these, I really don't like these things, because even though it's handy for the top bit to use as a paint dipper, like you know what I mean. Like you can't just put it on a palette. You have to take out and then put it on. And then unlike this I could just go bonk, and that's it. I'm ready to go, and I can thin it out as much as I want, and it lasts like a hell of a long time. But by the way, anyways, talking about the undercoat. The undercoat here, I use Army Painter spray. So I do all black first, and then what I do is, instead of like layering paint to make that shadow effect, I get like the spray can of the white, spray it from a distance, and then you get that sort of nice sort of gradual like that gradual light sort of thing, depending how close or how far you did it. I did this a little bit close to get a little bit more harsher effect, because obviously you got like an angle, but you can get some really nice like sort of like gradient effect, like this Space Marine here. So you got like the white thickest at the front, and then it's sort of like that nice gradient with the spray can, because then you get like a bit of a coverage with it. It's unlike like airbrushes, focus it. But yeah, so and yes, it does like to separate, which can be annoying. But once you're used to it, it's actually quite nice to use. Like I say, I'm sticking with Army Painter. It's just, for me, it's just way superior than Games Workshop paints. Not being horrible until they get them in the tubes and do what Army Painter does with them and make them a better quality version. I'm gonna stick with Army Painter, or maybe like other makes like Vallejo and stuff like that. Let's have a look. What did you think? Oh yeah, these are the ones. Yeah, these are the ones I use. So you use very similar paints. Oh, that's D&D. Oh, I might have to look into that. Dude, stop showing me stuff because you're tempting me, man. And I've got Christmas presents to buy. I think these are the same. Yeah, that's the same company. I think they're the exact same company, but they just partnered with D&D. I have to admit, those colours are nice though. Azure black. Pretty nice. But yeah, thanks, man. Make them paint your. I buy them paints. Make them paint that your miniatures. Abyssal black is lawful. And lawful white are really nice. Yeah, they are. I might have to give those paints a test drive. But yeah. Oh, by the way, I show you one of my models, and it's because it's smothered in black ink. It looks dirty, but I wanted that look. This is my Dreadnought, and yes, I did paint Mjolnir on the base because I named him Mjolnir after the god of Thunder, the Viking pantheon. But yeah, so you may not see the highlights as much, but I used the dark ink to get that dirt look in. So it looks pretty dirty. I'm still trying to work on the glow effect. I can never get that glow effect with the plasma. That's the only pain in the arse thing. But yeah, that's like my finished product. Yeah, oh sorry, Mjolnir's a hammer. Yeah, that's what I meant, sorry. So basically what I do with my squads is name, so normal troop squads I name after natural disasters. Sorry, well done. Thank you for correcting me, by the way, because my brain sometimes goes a bit bleh. And vehicles I name after legendary weapons. So Mjolnir, God of Thunder's weapon. Thank you for correcting me, by the way. Which is obviously Thor, as people may not know their mythology, but you should do, because if you play for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you know you goddamn know it. But yeah, so I name... No, not only Norse, because these vehicles here are going to be Squad Excalibur. Maybe Excalibur? Or something frame related. I may look at like other legendary weapons of the past and see... and see like if we can name them anything cooler. But yeah. Right, I'm going to take this off. And I'm going to paint this underneath. But yeah. So I think at the moment I've got Squad Lightning, Squad Typhoon / Tornado. Both. I don't think that, actually I think there's a definition there. I know I have to look that up and do my research, because then I've got another natural disaster I could do. Oh, I haven't heard of this one. What is that one? Is that? Tell me. Like I do like to find out new mythologies and legendary weapons. So what is that weapon exactly? Regale me of the tale of this blade. I do love listening to tales like this, because I have to admit, like, Rachel knows I'm a bit of a weapons nerd, don't you, my love? She's watching TV on the tablet, bless her. But I have to admit, I love watching Grass Cutter. So that's its obviously the original language name, and it's called the Grass Cutter, which is, it's also in Chinese mythology, isn't it? Grass Cutter, if I remember correctly. Originally known as the Emisor Madicum Heavenly Sword Gathering Cloud. Oh! Mate, I might need to look this up on Wikipedia. Well, not Wikipedia, but you know, I need to look this up because this actually sounds really. Do like legendary weapons and stuff like that. But I tell you what, I love more than regaling tales of weapons and stuff like that. I love watching this process of swords being made, and I have a favorite channel of mine. I think you've heard them. This is the guys that make swords from films and that. Oh, I forgot what it's called. Ah, they have a name as well. It's Japanese. Yeah. But you, because it's also called grass cutter, but there is a version of that in Chinese mythology, isn't there? If I remember correctly. Because there is a mythology about it in China, isn't it, as well? They got their own version of grass cutter, haven't they? If I remember correctly. I need to look it up, man, because I swear, like, I used to watch a lot of Sarcastic Productions, mythology videos. I used to watch a lot of mythology videos in general. Ah, I'm trying to remember what that show is. Oh, damn it. There's a blacksmithing show, and it's on YouTube, and they make, like, weapons from anime, games, and everything. And literally, these guys made, like, literally a working chainsword from Warhammer 40,000. And they, like, smithed every tooth and stuff like that on the blade, and it was amazing. And they actually got to use it as well to chopping the melon up. It was fucking amazing to watch. I'm trying to remember what it's called now. Oh, is it called... Fucking hell. It's going to bother me now. But they do make, like, a lot of swords from games and that. I also go with... 7-branch sword. Ooh. You know a lot about Japanese mythology, don't you? I can tell you're a bit of a fan of it. Unless you follow all mythologies. But do. Because these things are equipped with multi-melters as well, so... Like I say, these could be actually quite good, because if there's, like, sort of weapons that can hit hard and fast, I might name them after your suggestions. It also goes with Sukatati 7 sword, which is cool. I might actually have to go 7-branch sword in English and go studying religious fiction and mythology, which is a hobby of mine. Oh, that's cool. So you probably know a lot more than I will. Like, I know, like, basic knowledge stuff and maybe some misconceptions. So you probably know a lot about culture and stuff like that. But mythology does interest me, like, it. Because at the moment I've been playing a game. What's it called? Phoenix Rising, which is like the Greek one, and they do reference a lot of the Greek mythology, actually, like a lot more than I was surprised. And one of the gods in it, I'm surprised they put in, which is the blacksmithing one, which is like, it's not that famous compared to most of the other Greek gods. So they do nods here and there. And also some of the naughty parts of mythology. The channel you're thinking of is, yes, that's the one. That's the one, and it's called what's it fucking called? There's they named the show. I'm trying to think what it's called. Oh, that's really annoying. Man at Arms. Thank you so much. Do you watch that as well, by the way? Oh, they do some really cool creations, don't they? Like, I know they created Genji's sword and they put, like, the neon light in it. That was pretty cool. Man, I'm such a big swordsmith nerd. I like watching it. It's so awesome. Still my favourite episode to the day. I've subbed to him like a week ago. Oh, have you seen the Warhammer one with the chainsword? It is so fucking awesome. And I think it was one of the few swords they made. It required like almost 2 people to lift to use, which I have to admit, that fucking made me laugh. It was like they made this thing so massive, like they had to literally get 2 people to literally lift it and use it, which cracked me the hell up. I have to admit, I loved watching every minute of it. But I like seeing them being made. Like I said, I like swords seeing being made, and then they actually get to use it at the end of the episode. I have to admit, that is my favourite part of it all. It's just watching them make it. I don't know. I think blacksmithing really fascinates me. You're right, love. It fascinates me to no end. It's And they make a lot of weapons. I think they made something out of Full Metal Alchemist. They made stuff. They made stuff from everything. I think they've done Demon Slayer recently as well. I need to watch that episode actually. What else have they done? They've done the Hammer out of Halo. They've done loads of stuff. It is actually really cool. But yeah, have you got any like favorite episodes at the moment that they've done? Keep doing this off screen. I apologize. Should be you really using the paint handle. That's a lot better. No? It's better. Like, stay. This is the most pain in the ass part of them. I've got to admit. Sort of. I can't say what my favourite episode is. I haven't watched them all. That's fair enough, but what's your current favourite then? How's that? Is that better use of my English grammar? I'm an Englishman, it's dyslexic. Doesn't matter if you get into these gaps, by the way, guys. Like, as long as you don't, like, say, over splotch it, it's fine. Over it later. To be honest, I'm no professional. This is just something I like to do for fun. Usually I draw like I do my own manga series, which is Vamp the Lost Soul. I normally do that, but like half the time I just do like, yeah, this is what I do in my spare time. I thought I'd share it with you all. I hope you're enjoying it so far. I may have to get a smaller brush for this job. This is not a good brush for it. This is more for like bigger things like vehicles. And I've got to stop doing that. Right. Yes, I know you see me licking a brush. It's disgusting. It's just to thin out the brush. Yep. But I have to admit though, those buggers who make those swords are very clever people. I have to pick up close in the and I'm doing it off screen again. Come on. Oh, I know the one. Yeah, that is a pretty cool episode. Actually, I've seen that one. It's pretty good. I just love sometimes how they solve problems. Oh, that's what amazes me about it. Sometimes they get like a problem making it because the problem is with reality and fiction, like that sometimes you create these over the top weapons and they don't exactly work in real life, but somehow they find a way to actually make it real and actually make it work. I think that's what amazes me about them as well, is the sort of it's sort of what they put into it, and you could tell they're so passionate about what they make and how they make it as well. And I think that's what draws me to them as blacksmiths as well. It's like passion they go into it to actually make it workable and make it actually, you know, doable as well. I think that's what amazes me about them. Then again, I have a lot of channels. It's like I like Overly Sarcastic Productions, Friendly Hydration. Remember, I will. Thank you for reminding me. I will complete all. Right. I will get water now. Thank you for reminding me to hydrate. As my voice gets raspberry, I'll tell you what, it gets hell raspberry after I do once a month D&D on this stream. If you're a D&D player, hopefully you do. I think next week on the first Monday, December, we do first Monday every month. We do D&D. Because I have to do voices. My voice goes really, really like afterwards. Because I have to because I have to do like loads of voices, and I keep doing this off screen. I apologize. This is my first time warhammering or what hobbying. An Englishman doesn't know English. Go fucking figure. Sometimes you gotta rip into yourself. What is my PC doing? Why are you hissy fitting? You gonna shut up now? No? My camera froze. Camera's froze. Hold on, guys. What's going on here? What is going on? Absolutely. Maybe disable it. Yeah, activate. Sorry about this, guys. Yep, we're good. Technical difficulties, please. Yeah, save the setting. Good. Camera's working. We have fixed the camera, my friend. Of course. Oh dear. What am I like? So anyways. I can't believe we're approaching half already. Obviously, I probably will finish most of this off screen. By the way, this is what... Well, it's not fully complete. I don't need to ink the bugger. But I'll probably ink them all at once. I need to paint that bit. My current characters are 6'4" Terry. Oh, very artificer. Oh, that's interesting. Who pilots a 9-foot tall suit, armor like a Gundam size. That the world is just really big. 6 inches tall, not 6 foot. I love the concept, by the way. Jesus, dude. That is awesome. Awesome. I love that. The fairy artificer who's made like a 9-foot tall Gundam suit. And so obviously to everyone else, it's just a really tall machine. But to her, it's like massive because obviously the world is massive around her. Mate, can I just say, I applaud the concept of that. Fucking brilliant. Absolutely love it. See, I love little creative things like that. Brilliant. Oh, God. Alright. I think we can leave that for the mo. Oh, I need to do the fingers, actually. Those. By the way, you enjoying the Warhammer painting so far? And do you draw yourself, by the way? Would you just do like the hobby inside of it? I'm guessing you're painting D&D models as well, not just Warhammer. Warhammer. I have to admit though, like, as much as I love Warhammer 40k, I have to admit I do not agree with their business practices. It's a shame really because they have really cool like world. There's at my $3,000 plus of D&D models. Show them off, dude. Seriously, I fucking spam the art thing. I have to admit, I need to get started on Rachel's D&D models because we bought like a box load. No, I have 0 space. Fair enough. But yeah, but anyways, like talking about with Games Workshop earlier, because I'm guessing that's why you're not buying the models right now, like directly from them, or get anything that's sort of like near them. No, I don't blame you really. Like I only got it before this whole thing kicked off. So I thought, well, I might as well stick to it and get it. I know, which is a shame because what the thing is, it has really cool lore. It has a really good game. And the game is really good. The lore is really good. The stuff that comes out of it, like computer game wise, is really good. But they're just being fucking assholes. It's like, dude. It's like what Major Kill said. Like, you don't have to like beat on your fans. Like, literally, there is a simple and elegant way around it where you could do like a special license where you go, yeah, you can still upload stuff on your channel. You just need to give us a small royalty. And then, like, because they got their special license, you can then go, oh, we got a promo thing that's coming out. Do you want to do this? You know what I mean? You can make it, like, basically a partnership instead of, like, attacking the fan base, which is stupid. It's like, it's just such a simple fix, but they won't do it. And it's like, GW, mate, why are you getting so greedy? It's like, dude, why? You've got this awesome setting. You've got all this. You could be like one of the first companies out there to partner up with a load of YouTubers properly and give them a special license, take a teensy bit of royalty in return, and then go, oh yeah, we've got these special things. Instead of just going, no, either join us or die. It's like, mate, fucking dumbasses, I tell you. It is annoying. It's like, even I'm looking at them, I was like, mate, there are ways around this. Like, even like I said, like Major Kill even pointed out, like, you know, there is a way around it about screwing your fan base over and making them angry, and then making them boycott you as a result. Which is, like I say, is such a deep shame. But that's my thoughts on it. It's like, mate, you could do like a really simple altercation or policy, and it'd be fine. You know what I mean? But it is true. It is. But the thing is, what makes me laugh is GW was on the down and low, and it only rose back in popularity because of the fans, because of the fan films, because of the Emperor has text-to-speech device, because of all that, they rose in popularity again. And it's like, what the hell? It does. I have to admit, it does really bloody annoy me when that happens. But there you go. The other characters I have is a Kenko Alchemist Artificer who currently is stuck with a pretty oven, though she's 100% wants to not adventure and just focus on making potions and give the Kenko's back their wings. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a wholesome concept. There you go. And then just sort of, there we go. We need to get our foot a little bit heavy on the pick. There we go. Fix that up. Sorry, I'm doing it off screen again. But yeah. Oh, hello. Hello, Nim. Hey, Raven. How lovely. I love the setup. The chaotic one. Yeah, I do as well. It's awesome. How you doing, Nim? By the way, I am on Discord if you want to jump on right now. By the way, this is Nim. She's one of my players at the moment. She's playing as the paladin from one of the other players pass it and torturing with it as we speak, which is awesome. I'm doing fine, thank you, Nim. I hope you're doing well. Well, by the way, this is what I've semi-completed earlier. I just need to ink the bloody thing. But yeah. I tolerate everyone. Also, Kenku's name is Potion Bubble. Fucking love it, mate. Absolutely fucking love it. But there you go. But yeah, this is like semi-complete. Just needs the ink like absolutely drabbed on it. Maybe after my core, be oh god, yeah, I'll probably be off by then. But yeah, go on. If I'm still going, that's fair enough. I'm guessing there's a lot of things going on today. Yeah, Nim's had a fun day today, haven't you, Nim? You've had so much fun. So much fun with the bank. So much fun, Ziz. Keep doing this off camera. Really got to stop doing that.
What do you mean? I always have fun with the bank.
Well, you know, banks are so much fun, aren't they, Nim?
Oh yes. Well,
Yeah.
no, this one is to sort out because I'm adding 2 more charities to my thing. So.
Oh, fair enough. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What's your code for your phone?
No, this is my personal money, my inheritance money. The interest goes to various charities.
Oh, that's pretty nice. That's pretty cool.
So yeah.
Oh god, he's blurring.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Blurry boy.
We have a Shukon on
Shukon.
Moot.
Yes, because of the orphans actually.
Yeah, I got a call in half an hour, so I thought, oh, if you're going to be off, I might as well talk to you now.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. How's everything, by the way?
It's all good. It's all good.
Good.
Planning world domination, you know, as I should.
Exactly. You know, and you can't plan world domination without the multi-melter car 3000.
Well, I mean, personally, is it without at least 1 billion cups of tea? So you know.
Oh, that as well.
Mm.
Melting people's faces while having cups of tea since 19. That sounds like a company thing. Melting people's faces and having cups of tea since 1984.
Yeah, my chat's literally they got to choose because of my Kofi-a-thon. They got to choose my emote.
All right.
They chose a flamethrower.
Yes.
It's like they know me or something.
Does it? But there's an important question. Does it have a kettle at the end of it so you can make your tea while burning people?
No, this is for the heretics. They are not worthy of tea to be poured upon them.
Oh no, you don't pour the tea. What you do is set them alight, and you put a kettle at the end so you can boil your own tea while burning heretics.
No, I just put them all in a big pot and like pit, and then have the pot overhead, and it's like a really big hot pot, and then we all drink tea afterwards. So it's like a party pot.
With this, I like a smell of char grilled bodies while eating tea.
Yes, I think we did quite an excellent job this time, don't you? Yes. Who brought the crumpets? Did anyone remember to toast the crumpets while they were burning?
Yeah.
Or do we have to get the second lot in?
Did we remember to bring me from him while we get the tea bags?
Nim remembered to toast her crumpets while they were still burning. Yeah.
That broke me.
I always do when I come on here, some way or another.
God,
it doesn't matter who I'm with, I break them at some point, somehow.
Oh God, fair enough. Yeah, I was going to say, because you're busy with the bank, I was going to say, you're probably not going to be able to level up soon, are you? Soon enough.
Sorry?
Because I got all my books with me ready for you if you wanted to level up. I've got all the D&D books.
All the D&D books?
Yeah.
I mean, the bank should only take like half an hour, and I'm free the rest of the week other than when I decide to stream.
The problem is I'm not. Because I've got...
Congrats, by the way, on the 240.
240? Thank you. Thank you, by the way. I've only just noticed.
No, proud of you, man. It's about time. People should appreciate you more.
You should appreciate me and my tea drinking ways. And burning heretics while putting them under a pot.
While toasting crumpets, don't forget that bit.
Oh yes, and the toasted crumpets. Do we put them on like marshmallow sticks?
Yeah, it's like we just have this big kind of like big huge pit, and we just sit in circles toasting things.
Under the pot. I like to smell charcoal corpses while crumpets and tea are being smelt in the morning.
I mean, it's a glorious sight.
It is. It's beautiful. It's fucking majestic.
And I've figured out a way to make it now rainbow-coloured fire, so that we can be entertained even more.
Good. What? Put flesh and glow sticks and rub it all over people while they're burning?
No, you just put the powder of various different metals on them, and then as it goes, they kind of like go up into that colour. So as they're running around, you just get run around. I've really put way too much thought into this without even thinking about it. It's really quite bad.
I'm very worried about you.
No, it's because it's the stuff that I put on my fire pit. Because the kids next door loved the fact that I had rainbow fire last year. Yeah. So I made a point of every year this year to make sure, and I actually got it so that I got the different powders, and I could have them in rainbow colours, and I put their favourite, like their side of the fire sort of thing.
Oh, fair enough. Oh.
Yeah, because one's green and the other one's blue, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, just putting it on there.
Because you see a rainbow.
Yeah. I mean, one day I'm going to have to... Because I've got some left over, so in the spring I might do it again. And nice. This time actually circle around it and then like do a bit of a vlog opening.
Double bubble boil and trouble. Hold on. Someone just said something. I just added... I added a Posanium to my Prometheum because the purple fire is the best fire. Why
I'm
not?
Adopting this human, quite so. That is extremely... Funnily enough, the fire coming out of my flamethrower emote is actually purple.
Yes, mate.
I'll send you a picture, Raven.
Oh, God. Have you seen this guy's models, by the way? He's added them in the Discord.
I've literally not been on anything. I was literally just coming onto Twitch because I said that I'd come and say hi.
Yes.
And I hadn't managed to yet.
And by the way, I did put a little bit more details on your Shield of Counterspell. You like it?
Where have you put it? If it's again on your Discord, I haven't seen.
Nah, it's the D&D one.
Oh, if it's the D&D stuff, do you want me to use that for streaming, by the way? Or is it okay if I use your stuff for streaming?
Nah, go use my stuff. Use it all the way. You know what I'm like. Nice. You don't have to be polite. Just go, I'm using it. And be like, all right.
I know, that's my usual tactic, but apparently I need to get a few more manners because it doesn't work with everyone. Whatever.
Even like, there's me like, I don't care, ma'am. You don't understand me, ma'am.
Yeah, no, I've literally, because I'm just like, right, yeah, I'm singing this now, and they're like, wait, what?
What?
And I'm like, you love it, don't shut up.
You know the thing. Shut up, I will do the thing.
I've got a new thing on my about page.
All right.
That my chat helped me write.
Oh, God.
Welcome, I am Nim, the Phoenix Wolf. My chat says they save the chill vibes and my calming voice. And by staying, they are signing a contract for accepting my imperious personality.
Imperious. Sounds like you're part of Warhammer 40k already. Imperious personality, you are part of the Imperium now. You must work 20 hours a day with no sleep. It was just a way of me saying that I'm Sundere without saying I'm Sundere. Whatever, Baka.
Yeah. It's not like I like you or anything, but Baka.
Yeah. Oh, the anime trope of all time.
I know. The thing is that I apparently I am genuinely just Sundere because I'll tell everyone to feck off. Whereas if they're upset, I'm like, are you okay? Do you need to talk to someone?
Not because I care or
if you
anything.
Need me. Shut up! I'm not being affectionate.
Shut up. Shut. It's not like I care or anything, bugger.
Yeah. But seriously, I will sacrifice you to the Kraken at any moment.
That was a bit of a random ending to it, but seriously, I will sacrifice you if I have to.
Mm.
For the tea, for the cult, for the Earl Greys. What? That made you Sundere, but with your voice, personality is more. Oh my god.
I'm starting to figure out why my chat comes to me now. Put me, mommy.
Oh god. Oh god. No.
Hey, Dragon Lord said that I had to say it once in my next conversation to you. That is me keeping my promise, okay?
Okay, there you go, Dragon Lord. I guess.
Oh yeah, I'm sure I am stepping on you. We've got pictures of me doing that to people in the cafe.
Oh, really? Oh god.
Mm-hmm. If they're willing to pay for it.
Oh god, it's the new Resident Evil all over again, isn't it? But with a maid. Oh god, have you heard all about that?
No.
The vampire step on me, mummy, please.
Oh, that one, yes. Yeah. I had a few friends fangirling over them.
Yeah.
And then I had another one that went, yeah, nah, not my type. And everyone being somewhat confused by them.
Oh yeah. Oh god. It's like, then what do you prefer then? They should get up a picture of the Grinch. Oh, step on me, Mr. Grinch. There we go.
Step on me.
Now I've given you ideas. 1,000 pens and pencils are now scribbling down that day.
I won't tell him. What? No, don't see it. Don't see it. You can't see it. No.
No, you're the one stepping on me. Hold on. Replaces. Oh god. Faces.
You should have some chamomile, sir. It is quite refreshing. If not chamomile, have you thought of jasmine tea?
I've had jasmine tea once. I've had chamomile as well, actually. Chamomile, sorry.
Chamomile? I was supposed to say chamomile tea. Let's go.
Chamomile tea's mudge. I've had that as well. I've had all of the different teas. I am quite cultured, you know, for a dyslexic.
No.
For
I don't know why dyslexic would stop you from being cultured, but sure.
Because I can't spell things. Can I have a... Oh, shit. How do I spell that? See? I may be stupid, but I'm not. But at least I'm cultured. stupid.
And cultured sort of stupid.
Yeah, exactly. Even though I know 2 + 2 makes double ducks kissing,
Yeah.
I am very cultured about it.
Initiators, true bad ladies. Oh wait, no, that's bingo. My mistake.
Oh. Yes, sir. I am very cultured indeed. Oh, don't. There's a D&D YouTuber called Deca. I think it's like the Decameni or something, or it's Boocameni. He actually animates all his episodes, which is good, where he explains like the rules and that. And he got this voice actor to do a very pretentious, like that sort of voice. Where he's like, on the circle of transmutation. And he does that like every other sentence. I know, it's brilliant. It's like, that must have killed that voice actor's voice.
Oh, you'd be surprised. Like, I've got a friend Ren who talks, and his voice, like, I don't know. Do you know Corpse Husband?
No, I don't know Corpse Husband.
Okay, so you've not come across him. Okay, so he's got like this mega deep voice.
Yeah.
This guy can go to the opposite side of the fucking Richter scale of that voice thing and do a Valley Girl. Like, it's a girly Valley Girl sort of thing, and I'm just there going, please stop.
Do you know what? He probably has like sort of like in between his legs, and this is my theory for all high-pitched singers who have deep voices. They have what they call the nut crusher. So if they need to hit those high-pitched voices, they just press a button.
I'll ask him because he's actually quite a good friend of mine now. Like the last few weeks, like we chat a lot. But
if they say no, they're lying.
No, I don't think he is. No, because it's the way he changes. So he can go from this, he can go to Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
He just swaps and changes from them. I'm like,
he has a button.
I never know who I'm about to talk to.
He presses like a button in his thing. You got like a button there. It goes all the way down. You go, and depending on the intensity, you press harder on it.
Yeah, no.
I thought this through way too much. I believe
I think normally, but no.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't go high, but he does definitely sound like a Valley Girl. It's terrifying.
He's got a minor nut crusher then.
That just sounds so wrong.
I know. That's the perfect part of it. We used to talk about this in school when I was a teenager. It's like, how do you think they sing so high? It's like, what they do is,
That's concerning. Why were you thinking about things like that in school?
Because we were bored and we want to talk crap, so that's what we do. See, when you want to talk crap and scare people, do you talk about things like that? Because then you sound like you put way too much thought into it beforehand when you actually haven't. Replaces.
No, I just talk about fire. That's enough for me. That seems to terrify enough people.
Nah, you have to go in right detail about it. You go, right, you see this. What you do is...
Oh, no. You're going to get a diagram, PowerPoint, and...
Yeah. Exactly. You go full 8 yards.
I've got a little animation show at the end. It's going to be fabulous.
It's going to be fabulous. Yugi boy.
Yes, you've got to add the Yugi boy to it.
I'm a Yugi boy. And that day, more pencils have been down to paper, and keyboards are clacking. The fanflicks, 100 fanflicks were made that day for that idea alone. Royalty check, please send to Vamp the Lost Soul. I give you these.
Why you do this? No.
What? Oh, do I keep painting away from the camera?
No. Twitch, because obviously I've got to log back in, and every time I log back in, I've got to do the 2 key factor. Unfortunately, I have like 4 or 5 pages of it open for various people because I've got an auto clicker because I can't watch everyone.
Auto clicker, I love that. Auto clicker.
An auto clicker.
It's the new disco biscuit. Auto clicker, what is that? It is the new disco biscuit. This is the best thing you will ever fucking have.
I mean, it is pretty wondrous.
It is.
I will not deny it.
See?
And number 3.
Two eyes, number 3. See, stupid and cultured. Oh god.
I know, it's just the fact of like, so every time I do this, I've got to do it on a different.
Yes.
I don't want to hear myself. Ew, no.
Ew. Ew, that was like so gross. That's so 2020.
Yeah, I hate hearing my voice, like with a passion. I'll avoid it as much as possible.
For a streamer, that is you're not even are you not used to it yet?
No, no. If any time I hear my voice, I literally cringe.
What kind of cringe? Is it like a cringe or
No, it's just like, "Ugh, you gotta be sick."
Dave?
Why do people come to listen to me? Yeah.
Well, I don't know. There's a lot worse voices out there. Trust me, right? At my work, which I won't say where because I'll probably get killed for it. Like literally, we have these Christmas songs come on, obviously as normal. But there's two particular songs, and I do not who bloody found it, but I'm gonna kill them for it.
Is it Baby Shark Christmas Edition?
Hold on, hey, Kaiba boy, someone made a Yugo reference. Get your DM to give yourself an inspiration point. I do not care. T-Cult demands it. But anyways, folks won't make single policy either. You're arguing with the machine Mechanicus. It literally will. Yeah, true. What I was going to, there's two Christmas songs that drive me up the wall.
Perhaps you do not have to trash the room every time you want to get somewhere. Jeez.
Yeah. Literally, I'm not even joking you. There's a song called I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. And it's with the most whiniest voice you could ever hear. He goes, I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Every time it comes on.
I want you to shut up, is Raven's response.
Yeah. It's just like, no, you will not have a hippopotamus for Christmas because you've got an annoying voice that sounds like grated cheese in my ears. And it's one of those like old-fashioned movies as well, so it's made more annoying.
Right. I thought maybe it was like that guy that likes to do a Christmas song each year to get to like the #1 spot, and I was just like, oh, so he's gone for the annoying route this time.
No,
he only ever gets voted in because he gets all his followers to.
It is obviously from a movie. That much I can tell, and it's one of those like 1930 movies. Just look it up. I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. It makes your ears bleed.
Is a room somewhere, lots of chocolate.
I would much rather
I've got to
that
do
song.
I've got to do karaoke with friends next month, so I'm like, they're going, wait, it's December, they're going to be all Christmas songs.
Do you know what?
Nice.
Because you could do a Uru voice, and I want people to suffer with me.
Yeah.
Do that song. At my request, make them suffer. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
Do you see what I mean? You're going to listen to it now. It's going to make your ears bleed, so you're welcome, people.
Christmas. Done by Gala something or other.
Oh, God.
It
is from a film. I know it is, because it's... Oh. It just drives me nuts. And then there's a song called Eat-oh, there is the Christmas donkey. There's another one that drives me nuts as well.
What the feck are your guys putting on?
Yeah, I get that every year, and it plays like 2 to 3 times a day.
I've got to say, I've never heard of it before.
I know, but someone has, and someone's put it on the playlist for every year, and I'm gonna kill them for it.
Hippo the Hero.
Yeah. Sorry?
Hippo the Hero, apparently.
Oh God.
That's the name of it.
The film.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Nim. You get to suffer with me now, Nim.
I mean, I will learn this so I can torture others, like coming onto your stream.
Yeah, oh God. As long as you don't play it on my stream, I'm happy.
Okay, Raven.
What?
Guess what?
What? No! That was immediate. No!
No.
Like Uru's one thing, but that is a demon spawn from hell, and it should be put back in a bowl. But someone has released it, and it's too late, and I want others to suffer with me.
I want to break free.
I want to break free. I want to break free for the first time, and it sucks the life out of me. Oh, by the way, something about them. Adeptus Mechanicus they're talking about is a faction in Warhammer 40k. Right?
I will just nod and agree, yep.
Yeah, right. right, these are the guys that would like to have toasters for boyfriends. They're that obsessed with technology. There's a whole meme about them where they go, "Here's my toaster girlfriend," essentially. But essentially, they're like priests with techno body horror. That's how you could image it. They're that obsessed. But there's something that makes me laugh about them. Yeah. Because there was a priest that didn't write down a blueprint for a technology and how to keep it maintained. And he died on an attack. And they have these like chicken walker machines. And because they're so paranoid of them breaking down when turning off, they forever put them on a treadmill. So they keep going. So they don't have to shut it down and they break.
Damn.
I know. They're like one of the most smartest faction, but because they're overzealous on religion and that, they do the most stupid things. Like literally AI kamikazed itself because it was like, because apparently AIs is like a big sin for them. And when one of them encountered one, they started throwing up like literally holy oils, rubbing himself with oils everywhere in a panic. And the AI just goes, humanity has now become a more bigoted, zealot lot. Peace out. And it just committed AI suicide. It just went, peace out. I know. I love Mechanicus because they're like I said, they are super like smart, but they're yet so dumb. And it makes me laugh because literally it's like, oh, we are very super smart, but we're not allowed to invent new technology because that would be heresy for the Unmessiah. So these other guys are more than capable to put wires and guns into their bodies. Shuriken knows what I'm on about. It's Mechanicus makes me laugh. It just makes me laugh at their sheer stupidity and willingness to sort of go, hold on, that's heresy, and then just like destroy anything that could potentially save them.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, we've lost the blueprint. The knowledge is lost now, because their thing is all knowledge is sort of already there. You just need to find it. And they don't believe in innovation. Though they are like techno monks, body horror monks. Calling them Admesh religious is incredibly... Yeah, but you know...
Disingenuous.
Yeah. These statements are incredibly...
Disingenuous!
Pretty much. Or if you want to do quote one, it's like, we'll eat by drinking our oil margaritas. Oh, God. What time is it? Oh, God, it's nearly raiding time. So like Power Rangers. It's raiding time. Dun, 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 dun.
You shall be a victim today.
Oh, God, I don't know. Would you like to choose a victim?
I don't know. Have you not got anyone live yourself?
I don't know. Let me check the raid button. Because I have a raid button on my stream deck, so I could spy on people without actually looking back. There's a few I can raid. There's a few. There are a few. Raid that Vamp the Lost Soul guy. I am Vamp the Lost Soul. There's no other like me.
One cannot raid oneself.
One cannot raid oneself. I cannot be on forever.
That's too
Yeah.
Disingenuous.
That is disingenuous. Access denied.
Access denied.
Oh, I'm so gonna show you if the Emperor has text-speech device. We might have to do a stream where I get you to watch it.
Where you get me to work? Sorry, you keep cutting out. Sorry,
it's because I'm putting my head away. I'm gonna get you to watch one point if the Emperor has text-to-speech device, because it teaches you about 40k while taking the piss out of it. We are not a brick wall. We are Skitari. And there is a scene, and it's literally like dirty talk, but with machines. And there is a really funny scene. Oh,
that just sounds terrifying.
It's terrifying, but yet hilarious. And you got this like big, like muscly dreadnought man, he's like, check out my steel carved abs, and it's like, my hydraulic. Yeah, look, there's the video. He's just showing it.
Okay, I will
There's a clip.
open a new tab and go silence.
Oh god, she's probably I'm gonna want to hear her reaction. See if she just breaks. No,
I won't break. I won't give you the satisfaction.
Oh, you suck. We want to hear breakage. We want to hear the breakage of the mind. Actually, I'll tell you what.
Yes, but I like to break your souls, so I don't give you what you want.
We don't know. Everyone don't get what they want, do they? Fine, Mum.
What the fuck you call me? I'm big sister at most.
I said, right, Mum. Like, sarcastically.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate.
I mean, if it was your mate in chat, they'd probably want me to step on them, which is why they're saying it. But because I know you got Rachel, I know that's not the case, so you're okay. You're okay.
We're okay at the moment. We're fine. She's fine. Look at her. She's just, sadly, she's not feeling too well today.
Oh, I hope she feels better soon.
She's got the sniffles. I got a couple of lemsips so far. So hopefully she'll be fine. Obviously, we've got a wedding to go to, so this weekend.
Ah, do you?
Yes, we do. We do.
Nice.
We've got a wedding to go to, and I'm going to be suited and booted. I know, me in a suit is going to be weird. I think you've seen a photo, haven't you? Me in a suit.
I mean, I was at your wedding.
Oh, yes, you were. It was weird, wasn't it?
It was definitely different. It was definitely different.
It was like, Raven in a suit? This is weird. This is heresy.
Yeah. Half expecting a different type of wedding, but no.
No. You expected me having like 2 men, didn't you? And ball gags and chains and that. And oil margaritas.
Oh, of course, quite. It's the only way to go.
It's the only way to go. Access. Granted. It's like that's the end of the dirty talk. They break their Skitari braids, and he goes, because he keeps saying access denied, and after all the dirty robot talking, they go, access granted. You get like oil in the wrong area as well. It looks really bad. It's so funny.
Damn.
Oh.
I better go because I don't know. They might call me 5 minutes early because you know what banks are like.
Right. Yes, and I'm gonna be raiding somebody now. So
have a great raid. Have a great day, evening, night chat.
Yes.
Behave yourselves, and that does not mean well.
Oh, the strategy does not give a damn. Tech heresy is the only. You are quoting so much right there.
All right, I'll chat to you soon.
All right, see you soon.
See you soon. Bye.
By the way, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this stream today. I'll try. Let's have a look. Who shall we raid today? Who looks unfinished or just started? I'll tell you what. Actually, we're gonna raid you. No, actually, we're gonna raid this person here. There we go. There we go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the Warhammer, even though I kept going off screen. I apologise because it's my first time painting. If you want to see more of it, feed it back to me, and maybe, hopefully sooner or later, I will add it to the schedule of the Warhammer stuff. But anyways, this is James about the Lost Soul, Truest More Seems, and we'll see you all later. Bye, darlings.